Great. Hmm. Alrighty. Mhm. Do do do. What's up, dude? What's up, banana? No, I'm all good. Don't worry about that. Um. Ooh. Now, is this gonna be a mistake to play? We'll see. I hope not. Um.
Select your
New
god.
band. What the hell do I even play anymore? My god pool is just dead. What the hell? They're bound to be cursed? I bet. Thank you, Elevated. You too, man. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, yeah, I wasn't really planning on doing anything in these next couple of days, but I have pre-recorded a ton of videos not today, obviously, but earlier. Um, but yeah, so I mean, that's good. I am also, what else am I doing? I'm trying to think. There was something else. Maybe not. No, I mean, I don't really have too much to say. YouTube's been great. All's been good. Cool. Yeah, I mean, if I could pick later, to be honest, it wouldn't really change anything. I would just get to see more and probably have more, like, you know, more thinking to it. But I don't really mind. It's not too bad. Excuse me. Like, I'm not, super caring of these game results. It'd be nice to win, but it's not a big deal. We're playing Ama after all. How's your FPS? Quite good. I mean, I'm usually in the 200s, sometimes low 300s. Couple of characters will bring me to like 150, 160 at times, like Hoi I've noticed as being the worst, I think. Which isn't surprising, because Hoi previously for me was borderline unplayable, and that's a lot of why I didn't play him. He felt really messed up, and I assumed it was like character bugginess, and a lot of it was on release, but it's just that he's like a frame nuker. So I by far have my worst frames on any character on Wii, worse than the Morrigan, all that stuff. Now, like right now I have other tabs open, so I'm going to close some of those. And yeah, I haven't played Cuckoo like in a while, to be honest, so I have no comment. But from what I've played on this, which again I
Shall we
haven't played all
begin
the
the night's
characters
work?
yet since, but Hoi was definitely my worst, and it wasn't close. Now it was still fine, mind you, but like it made sense with what I had previously experienced. It's Wrath though. What's up, Data? We're against the Danza. Hmm. Guys, as the only person who plays this character, like, I'm low-key giving her some wins, so yeah. I guess that's kind of cool. Get notified every time I pick Amma. Yup.
Minions have spawned.
Yup, yup, yup.
Gaze into the mirror.
Okay. He has Axe on Danza. Holy moly.
Challenge me.
Okay. Well, hey, that's nice. Fair enough, I guess. The hell was that? Sorry, shouldn't say that today. Of all days. If you guys are wondering why I'm even on, so if you're most Polish people, I would say, they mostly have like a pretty heavy Christmas Eve, and that's kind of like the main Christmas thing, and then on Christmas Day you'll like go to church and maybe do some stuff, but usually not too much. I went at midnight last night, or I guess this morning, whatever. So I didn't really have too much to do today, which was, you know, it's preferable that way, I think. It is so much better to go at midnight, in my mind, because you don't have to deal with like screaming kids. You don't have to deal with waking up early. I kind of generally have been, honestly, anyways, but like waking up early and staying up versus having to wake up, big difference, you know? Big difference.
Gaze into the mirror.
Okay, let's reset here. Picked Tama jungle in a casual and you couldn't find a build? That's so awesome. Holy, what a rap. Guess he is playing the character for it. My oh my, man. This is like so annoying.
Stand together. Challenge me.
What is this minion aggro, by the way?
Your middle tower
Okay,
is under
finally we're gonna get a reset off, guys. Hooray. We did it.
An ally has been slain. Your left
We're gonna go a
tower
Reaper
is under
build this
attack.
game. I think I'm gonna need the damage, so we're going Reaper Lash. I normally go Tritons. I'll try this time around. Most cultures do? Yeah, I think it's mostly like an American thing to not, like a... Yeah, I'm not really sure why. But I believe you're right, because I think in most, like, Latin American places it's the same way.
To the mirror.
And, like, most of Europe as well. At least, like, Catholic countries, for sure.
Your left
Like,
tower
predominantly,
is
you know what
under
I mean.
attack.
Alright, I'm gonna clear the wave first. Canada, thank you so much for the 2 gifted, bro. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate it. Thank you. How are you?
Challenge me.
Hope you're having a good one.
Just
So
give it
get
up.
out of here.
Sunder is good.
Your left tower is under
Looks like
attack.
my Herc is getting the rocks, so that's good. I'm gonna just do Totem. I don't think he needs my help. What's up, Bubbles? Merry Christmas, man. Hey, folks. Yeah, I'm kind of just chilling, like playing this farming out. He's down
Natty,
this
does he
building.
have his buff?
Don't waste your time, goat. It's all good. This guy is actually like pretty tanky with this build, so I guess he's gonna be building. I'm not sure my ult got cancelled there, but it's okay. He still dies in a second.
How do you see Zeus?
I've got shell for this guy.
He went to his red. Sorry, just cleared his password to me.
That's fine. So really important, if you're playing Akate here, like don't even bother. This is just kind of a waste of time. Right, so he's kind of just like matching a rotation for nothing here. To get soloed, I guess. Maybe we'll help him. That was a bad play, but it worked out, I guess. Yeah, thank gosh this Zeus built Book Rush. If he didn't go Book Rush, he is dead Zos. Okay, well, I mean, I guess, hey, it worked out alright. Ay, ay, ay. What is going on? Exclamation point Discord. Let's go. Oh shoot, 95 stream. Look at that, man. That's nuts. That is actually nuts. Well, guys, it's a good start for us. What's up, Sykin? Thank you, dude. I'm really happy to hear it. That's one of those things, dude, that like when I hear it's such a okay, sorry, this guy's like got his entire living room on in his mic. It's one of those things that, like, to be honest, I don't really ever like realize or think about. And I know obviously for everybody watching, there's like, especially on YouTube, there's like a different level. Some people have it just as like background white noise. Some people watch it for 20 seconds and think, wow, this is so boring. You know what I mean? It's all over the place, right, in terms of like how it's received. But it is one of those things that like I have noticed there's quite a few people who like really do like come back for each installment. And I remember plenty of YouTube series that I used to watch when I was younger. Because mostly now when I watch on YouTube, I don't watch games that much. Not because like I'm not interested, I just watch other stuff mostly. But
Zeus.
like that's a really cool thing to think about, dude. There's so many series like I loved watching when I was younger, or just loved watching on YouTube at a point in time. And like I always looked forward to them. Now I think they were much better than the videos I make, I'm not gonna lie. Like one I can immediately think of is like, this is like a little kid moment, but I used to watch like Ballistic Squid play like Minecraft Pixelmon way back in the day, and he had like a whole series on that. So that was cool, I remember. But like just all different kinds of like series stuff. I remember watching like all the Jacksepticeye Happy Wheels videos and all that stuff. Man, oh man, those were cinema. And like he did the Telltale games. He did different. I watched all the Phase Jev horror games, obviously. There's so many different like series that I just loved. Popular MMOs, yeah, man. That was a time for sure. That's unlucky, kind of how things went rough for him. So grown up. More than that, at least. You know, my cousin, he showed me a video yesterday from his channel. It's unlisted, but he sent me the link. And it's it's my debut on YouTube, technically. My cousin used to do a very tiny bit of YouTube, like kind of on and off for many years. And he did a series called 1v1ing Randoms on Black Ops 2. And he played against me, and I'm like 10 years old in the video. It's just nuts. Just nuts. Or I was 11, maybe. I was 11, I think. But either way, you get the point. Okay, this one is like weird. I mean, we're winning. I feel like this game is very all over the place, though. I feel like it definitely is. I don't know what's going on. Alright, we got Lash now. That's good. Oh, that's unlucky. Yeah, I mean, nobody has 8600 SR.
Challenge me.
Your right tower is under attack.
How sluggish Shama can be. Right? I know. I
Your left
totally
tower
agree.
is under attack.
Where is she in the meta? She's weak. She's currently an Obsidian Plus, the least played character in the game, and her win rate is abysmal. Yeah, she's not very good. She's not that bad, mind you, but as a character, like, yeah. She got a little bit better this patch indirectly from some of the system changes, in my opinion. So I'm a little higher on her than I was before. Although, again, like, it was not a high standard, so that's not a hard thing to beat. But yeah, she's a bit rough right now.
Double kill.
You know, I think if this Slash build does get worse, she doesn't use it as well as a lot of other characters. Not that she uses it
I
like
mean, you're right
horribly,
there
because
too.
no god uses it
You're in
horribly.
their back jungle, bro. He
But,
cleared wave, I cleared wave. He went, I went.
Yeah, like that will make her better if this build ever gets freaking nerfed. But yeah.
Not
Is
gonna
on
lie,
my
if we're gonna
top
talk about
15
anybody being
solo?
late, Artemis was there ulting first.
Stand
I
together.
don't think so. Actually, no, probably. Top 15 is like diabolical. No, definitely, I would say. Like, she's really not that bad anymore. This patch definitely helped her out. Not like in the way you would think, but she's okay. I don't know how my mid laner's so far behind though. He's just getting mollywopped, especially after Zeus died. Alright, well, listen, I mean, they have a behind Donzo with the not so great build. Surely that's encouraging. I'll go get rocks here. This will help a lot.
The Pyromancer has arrived. An enemy has been
Okay, anytime Zeus dies, we are like so hyped, so good job, guys. Guavadu's kind of dominating right now. Hell yeah.
Danza's in lane.
Danza's there? Oh, I guess he, yeah. Fair enough. Big time solo on left. Good job. Who's your favorite? In the game right now, it's
They're going
Thor.
left jungle.
All time it might be Thor anyways, honestly. I really like Thor, so it's kind of an easy out for me. Might just go to gold now.
On my way.
I'm level 14, like I am insanely strong. This guy went Ancient Signet, by the way. What the hell? What's up, VB? Thank you, thank you. You too, man.
On my way. Wait.
Ooh, are we cooked? Yeah, I don't think we should have pulled. I just wanted to wait. Let me get over there. I don't think we pulled, though, to be fair. I don't know what we did. I am alive, so I guess that's alright. I don't know how that fight went so bad.
has been slain.
What happened? Hopefully we don't... Whatever happened there, that doesn't happen again. I don't know. Yikes.
Your left tower is under attack.
Is this guy just gonna get this in time?
Your left tower has been destroyed. The enemy team
And
has
there's some
destroyed
very
the
grim
gold
gameplay
fuel.
going on, I won't lie. Rip.
Enemy missing.
Well, guys, this one's not looking good.
Snatty, do you want these?
It's fine, I can take some. You don't need to ask. It's all good. Yeah, man, I'm really concerned about this one. I think this one's cooked, boys. Like, I don't know what to do into a fed EMO Zeus. It's just, like, not my character strength. We'll see, though. Maybe a miracle will happen. What's up, Syl? How are you?
Gaze into the mirror.
He's basically dead.
Oh, look, I mean, Mikate killing him is nice, but I think he's just kind of dying for it. Yeah. Okay, this guy is like the most silver positioning of all time. Holy, I'm completely fine. Got soloed on left, heartbreaking. I mean, I guess it's okay. 3 for 3 on the map.
To the mirror.
So it's fine.
Your left tower is under attack.
How do we buff Iza? I think you just need to increase her damage, right? So like, when you're an unsafe character as an ADC, your pull is that you have some type of utility that gives you damage or pressure. I think a big issue right now in Smite 2 is that there's a lot of ADCs in the game who have higher damage than the unsafe ADCs, and they have incredible safety. Hou Yi and Jingwei are the two biggest examples, but Ullr's another one. And that's just bad design in my opinion. There's no reason Hou Yi should have a higher damage output than Iza consistently, and same with Ullr and
I need to help Amma with
the other one,
Queen.
when they're impossible to kill because they're built to be like the easiest, safest characters of all time. I know Ullr's not actually mechanically easy, but like he's literally designed to be uncatchable, you know, by and large, and that's not a good thing. So it's very like Aladdin-esque in a lot of ways. So anyways, where does that actually take us? Okay, our dash just does nothing. W. He just, what was that? Hello? What am I watching, man? No way he doesn't die. If he does. I'm in awe from what I'm watching. Holy. Anyways,
Feel my strength.
so yeah, basically, I think Izzy just needs a damage increase. I also think those characters that are top performers in the ADC role need to be weaker. Like Hou Yi and, you know, Jingwei and Ullr have been way too good for way too long, I think. The role just needs some freshening up, in my opinion. But for Izzy specifically, I would buff the 2 damage. I'd also buff the 2 anti-heal. And then I would buff
Your team has
the
destroyed the pyramid.
1 bleed, and I would just sit with that and see how that does. Now again, I'm not saying this would make her a top tier character, but I'm a big fan of buffing the unique things about a character rather than saying, hey, let's just make Izzy's dash faster
Yeah,
because
her
that'd
just
make
take
her
that
better.
away.
Like obviously that's true, but that takes away her uniqueness as having a bad dash. But you can keep her having a bad dash by buffing the rest of her kit, you know what I mean? And that way you keep uniqueness of characters rather than every ADC has a safe dash, right? Which is like not what you want to do. You want to make what pops pop. Would you say is the strongest? I mean, that kind of depends on what role you're playing, but like
They're
right
coming
now the
towards gold,
best
I'm coming.
ADCs are like Jingwei, Ullr, and Hou Yi. Best mids are like Hekate, Agni. Best solos are like Thor, Bellona. So, and then jungle is a little bit more open, but you have Daji, Hunbats, Aladdin. Like, stash, man. Whatever, we're gonna get it. Alright, that's fun. I know this guy's split pushing on right. I don't really care yet.
Little midnight magic, clean
Try.
and precise.
Gaze into the mirror.
The heck? I guess I should have backed to go right. A little bit lazy on me.
I'm on my way.
I mean, we're gonna lose the tier 2. It is what it is. I kind of, yeah, that was my bad a bit.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
Yurm, he did. Like, or excuse me, Yurm got nerfed the patch before, but
Coming to you.
that patch nerf didn't really matter because Agility Relic was still so OP on him that, you know, it kind of negated any nerfs that he got, because before agility, so Yorm was the best god in solo, okay, and then agility relic got added while he was already the best god in solo, so then he got even better, which is insane, I know, and then agility relic stayed, but he got nerfed, but because agility relic stayed, he was still the best, he just got worse while still being the best, but then agility relic change happened, and now he's finally not the best. But he's probably 4. Alright, what do we do? I mean, this Yemo is still just, like, horrifying. I don't need to kill her, but it's like, if she, like, sticks with someone, I don't know what to do. It's not gonna be easy. Herc's making a play. I mean, if this works, it's great. I think he's just gonna die, though.
Jesus might be coming.
Nice.
Oh,
It's
he's middle.
clutch as heck, dude. Saw that Yemoja at the corner of her right there. Did get out, though. I'm gonna try to just gank mid. This is a good angle by Scylla. I like this a lot. Thor's here. So it was Yemo on left. Thor walls me. This guy's dead. Huge. Should just push mid here. Fine. That is his ult for free, right? So that's crazy, by the way. That Yemo wasn't even up, and I was getting body blocked by it. Hello? Alright, Stampede. That's so silly. What the hell? I mean, I definitely should be able to kill that guy. At least we got his beads. We'll do Pyro. I could have pre-shelled, but I didn't know what was happening there. It was so weird. Ooh, you can't die there, go. Not great. Alright, we're gonna have to go cover. Or else we're gonna lose the whole house. I can try to help a little bit because he's going in. I took damage, I guess. Hey, that's fine. Not sure which upgraded relic I'll go yet. Probably just Shell, but maybe not. Yeah, that tier 2 is gone, sadly. It's fine. Oh, GG's, bro. Yeah, I didn't... Yeah, nice. Yeah, that was a bit of a rough one. Yeah, he was just kind of like... I'm not really sure what was wrong with him, but it is what it is. I think that's about it. And he doesn't die there, that sucks. What is this guy doing? What was that? I'm fucked, boys. At least he dies. I tried to bomb to do something fancy. Alright, that guy wasted V's. That's good, I guess. That's really annoying. Too bad. Ooh. Looks like he's okay. It's a really good Scylla ult. It's just auto one more time. Too bad. I guess Hoi is getting a tower, so it's all okay. A bit weird, but it's okay. Is Scepter worth an Afro solo? No. I mean, if you want to go like a tanky Afro solo, I mean, I guess you could. But I don't know, I just don't think it's very good. I think if you're going to build your semi-tank, you should just play your support. Build a full like tank build.
Pen yet, sorry. I'm not doing much to her.
You should just do gold. You kind of want to just like farm it. Yeah, I mean, Hoi should be like really strong now though, I guess, so that's good. We get an upgraded axe on this reset. guy's just gonna split push again. We should just like push. If we do this fire quick, he can't split, right? So worst thing we can do here is just stall. Like we want to go straight to this.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
I'm just gonna shot. Oh, he's on pyro. I can like kill people here pretty easily.
No, you're good.
That's fine, dude.
Okay, they're off. They're gonna collapse right on him. Hui is going the wrong way. Unlucky.
You need help over there? Or you got him.
What a nice kill though. I'm completely fine. Thor's in the air. I'll ult his ult if he goes on me. So yeah, the Herc splits, or excuse me, the Thor splits because he thinks he can get a kill. He
Thor
actually
everything
does get it.
down.
I'm
Thor
pretty
everything
surprised
down
he
behind you
does,
to the
but-
right.
Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Okay. This guy, like, what is he doing? He's just throwing people out of my ult. Okay, whatever. NP. Oh man, this is so frustrating. This game is so easy, I promise. All you have to do is just follow one call. Ay, ay, ay. Whatever, it's fine. We'll just do
Thor
pyro
all
here.
down still. Thor all down for 15.
We'll get a ritual. It'll help with the counter splitting. Still dead. Get upgraded relics soon. I don't have ult for a little bit, but I'm pretty tanky, so I don't actually care much.
Gaze into the mirror.
It's annoying. It's all good. Got his bees, that's nice. It's a nice ult as well, actually. Good job. Okay, our ritual is like going to win, so we should just push mid. This is fine. We just want to push. Like, they just used, it's a 4v3, you know what I mean? And they have no Zeus, so the damage is bad. I think we just, like, don't be afraid here and go in. I popped Lash accidentally. It's fine. Just need the ult. He's dead. Okay,
Danza back, so I'd get out.
Yeah,
the
he's
Danza back. I guess he didn't catch him. I should be fine though, no? Can't get this?
Just trying to stop this stupid fucking split push.
Ay, ay, ay. What a mess, dude. I can't believe we... What's going on? I'm so confused, man. I killed him. Ooh, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna back again. All good. Ay, ay, ay. We are just in circles, aren't we?
Gaze into the mirror.
Well, we have the waves that will cover the shoves, so that's not a huge concern. I guess I can go into shell upgrade and then go like beads, maybe. I don't know, sure. Not bad. Not bad, we're getting there. That left wave again will push a bit. We're not actually like expecting anything. It's just to make sure they're not creating an insta split while we pull this. He's maybe just kills him. Good job.
Stand together.
We should just kind of hit this. I'm gonna need some help. We were doing some good damage to it.
I'm coming. Danza's gonna be coming in.
It's free. Nice. Just want to push like right mid. We just kind of need to get stuff
He's just
down.
running.
We should play quick, and the reason we should play quick is because they're not like groups. We are not playing quick. Heartbreaking.
I got a back after gold. I got a back
These
after
relic
gold.
items OP. I mean they're. I guess they're OP in the sense of you probably should go one every game just about. You know what I mean? like you could call them OP, you could call them core. It's definitely a new system that's meant to be built, right? So yeah, I guess so. Trying to bait me, obviously, but this is like brilliant by them. I swear this guy is just throwing the game. Okay. Like, are we for real with these ADCs? Is everybody on this team just sabotaging? I actually swear. I actually swear. Like, what was that? Oh my gosh. Okay, I shelled you guys. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna kill them all. It's all good. Good ult.
For beads.
Fuck, dude. My bad. Alright, we'll get mid and left here. We backed?
Your team has destroyed a middle
Oh.
enemy Phoenix.
Okay. We're gonna get 3 Phoenixes probably. Not sure we end here, but 3 is good. He's just getting this, huh? Nice. Guys, like, attack left, what are we so afraid of?
Bro, just hit the Phoenix, dude.
Okay,
An enemy has been slain.
got him.
Your team has destroyed the right enemy Phoenix. Killing spree.
You literally could have. You were past them. Get on the other side of me. I am tanky.
Your team is destroyed.
Damn,
the
he's
left
on his
enemy
ass.
Phoenix.
I muted him because he had the Xbox mic, but... Or the Kinect mic, but... Damn. I kind of do agree with you, Baron, like... The thing is, it's... I don't think it would be too many slots because they would still be taking active item spots. It is a bit weird that your gold actually isn't going further at all with these new items, which, you know, I guess isn't the end of the world, but I don't mind if they, like, just didn't have, or had slightly weaker stats or something and just, I don't know. I mean, it's not really a huge deal to me, but it is a bit odd. That being said, they're fun enough that I don't really mind. Okay, well, we got an easy pick. That is, I swear we can probably just walk at this a little bit. This looks okay-ish. Go to ult down. Other ult down. We're just on our Scylla, but surely we can just kill him. Guess he's kind of tanky. Nice kill. I did shell him, but just probably cooked him. We can just end. It's fine. GG. Yeah, a little messy. I
GG,
mean,
Snatty, GG.
that game probably could have been easier.
Victory.
I just think it was a little grief, but I mean, I don't know. Those guys on the other team were throwing so hard every fight that didn't really matter. It's funny is this Artemis and this Donzo we played against, or played with, excuse me, in my Osiris video the other day, and they were so miserable to play with. My oh my, they were just raging and tilting and just inting it up. I mean, they were the Agent 47 guy wasn't. It was mostly the Barya, but it was so annoying playing with them. Okay. It's like, okay, this glare from the sun is bright as hell. Okay. There we go. Oh, guys, we got to do the infamous. Fix this. 1 and 0. Holy moly. Excuse me. Hmm. Another Amma win though. Look at that. It's beautiful. Which gods do you want the most? Dude, I made a whole video about it. What the heck? It was a banger video too. I can't spoil the
Oh, I like this
surprise.
loadout. Haven't seen you today, Snatty. I hope you're doing well on this Christmas.
Thank you, dude. Can't talk in this chat, but I appreciate that. The hell do I ban?
Are we gonna try to get like a big pick here, like a Daji or something?
Banning Uller. You guys to play mid or solo? I could play mid. I'm down to play a mid game actually.
Oh, Merry
I
Christmas,
haven't played
Scorpion.
mid in 13 decades, it feels like.
That's a free Daji right there.
Should we just Takate it up? I mean, if this guy doesn't play Daji, does Jung play it? I'm not just gonna pick Daji if... Okay. Okay. Cool. I have a very polite voice, do I? Thank you. Am I still rank 1? Barely. I've lost a couple. So we're... Whenever you... I think it's once you hit Deity, but it might be above Deity. I'm not really sure. You hit a certain elo point, and you always lose more than you gain no matter what. I think it's basically just that your average elo from the matchmaking perspective is going to generally be higher than the other teams because you inflate it. But like every time we win, we gain about anywhere from 39 to 54, I'd say, and we lose anywhere from 64 to 80. So we need to get about a 60-ish% win rate to break even, and we need more of like a 64%. I'm super napkinning this, but you know, about to actually like gain anything. So I've kind of broke even win loss wise, but I'm down quite big because of that. So yeah, it's tough. I think I'll just play. Ooh, holy fuck it! I'm just gonna play Kate. Who cares? This god's OP. It's all good. Our draft's crazy. I mean, their draft's crazy too, but that's fine. This god's fun. I haven't really played a lot of mid lane though recently, so I've played next to none mid lane, no mid lane, excuse me. It's like 57, yeah. Yeah, so we're in the red a little bit, but I don't actually care.
Hey, Card, can you go shell with me here? Since they have double walls. I just don't want to be the only shell.
Yes, please.
Okay. Looking at tracker, what role do you play? Because that does kind of depend on that. It also depends what rank you're in a sense, but that's good. I mean, like, overall, that's a good sign. Okay, so we have Aegis. Okay.
Witches and their potions.
I guess I get my 1. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go Conduit.
Snatty, can you hear comms?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Want to know if I can count down stuff? Merry Christmas,
Find
by
her
the way.
bad.
Elysium will welcome you.
She's good, promise. She's the best mage in the game. I might not do her justice though, because I'm not a mid laner. I play this god quite well, but I have not played this role in a very long time, and we're not in a bad lobby either, so that's not the most helpful. I also rushed beads into a draft I maybe should not have rushed beads into. They have a bunch of walls and an Ares. Holy crap. It's okay though. Play some pokes. Our level 1 is really good. Comparatively. It's not a good one, but it's fine. I don't think I get outcleared ever.
Distract and destroy.
Ow.
Okay.
Bluestone Yemo is pretty
Over.
strong.
Pokes are quite hard. That was very good.
Overpower and manipulate. Counter their curses.
Let's see. So we're just crossed. Because we helped him, we split more, but we also accelerated his clear a tiny bit. So that was good.
Your left tower is under attack.
Gonna just pull this right away.
Dispel their attack.
Okay, I need to play to get Prio mid. Scylla didn't split, so she's gonna have Prio on this wave. That's not the end of the world, though.
Distract
I need to
and
decide if I'm
destroy.
helping him or not. I think I should. Okay, is he contesting? I'm coming. This has to be good.
Attack.
This is good, this is good, this is good. Okay, he's booking it, it's fine.
Overpower and manipulate.
I'm okay here, I have Aegis.
7 seconds on.
Really good. Nice, we farmed them. I'm not sure if he got
2
any
seconds.
oracles, one of them, whatever. I don't think he got both ever, but that's still quite strong. We forced the Syl out. Gonna be able to split this mid thingy.
Nice.
I'll pick up that speed in a little bit. We're in a
It'll
great
come back.
spot.
An enemy has been slain.
And we owned in side so far. So really good game state for us. We'll pick this up right now. And yeah, I'm gonna try to go get some back camps and stuff soon. But good situation to be in for sure.
All magic flows to me.
So I typically recommend maxing the 1 on this god into the 3 if you're playing mid lane. If you're playing solo, 1-2 is generally a little bit better. Though you can 1-2 in mid as well, or even 2-1. There's not really a bad leveling
man.
order on this character, it's just about how you play it.
Couldn't quite get it off, sorry.
So yeah, I mean obviously don't max the 3 first, that's the only thing. Yeah, this skin looks really nice, I really do like it. And this is just such an awesome character.
Your power is mine.
We're getting a Genkin left.
On my way.
Thor's going to rocks.
Got both of them taunted.
So what I want to do here is just like
I'm
hover
getting
this
assaulted.
and
That's
harass.
Thunder.
I'm not going to ever die here, as long as I don't land.
All magic flows to me.
But yeah, if I can steal
Nice.
one like that,
Really good stun there.
very happy. Actually stole all 3. We've just completely ruined their jungles, right? We're fine. We just completely ruined his game, by the way. He just lost so much XP and gold. Big time stuff.
Overpower and manipulate.
Now, if I'm Thor, I try to hit 5 and gank mid here, maybe. So I want to, like, not end. Cloak really tweaks out. It's wavy, dude. It's, like, in the air. Solo? I don't know. I mean, what I would say is, like, I wouldn't, look, I use those analytics, or I think those analytics are nice to look at as a semi-guideline, but
said
the
walk into the
biggest
tower
thing is
on it.
just, like, make sure you're farming, and if you feel like you're farming in a relatively good situation and you're, like, climbing,
On my
don't
way.
overthink it. If you're not climbing, just, you know, you probably have a rough idea. Are you dying too much? Are you not, you know, rotating for actually impactful fights at all? You know, stuff like that. I wouldn't overlook it, but yeah. or excuse me, overthink
You
it.
said this is boring. You're playing this card. You're playing solo. You brother, you did it to yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna take it back here. We're quite strong. I'm gonna go Chalice here into. A lot of Hekate players like to go into Gem, so I will do it as well. I don't really like Gem of
No,
Focus
come
as an
on,
item. I know it's very
no!
good. I just
Fuck,
think
I'm
it's
so
lame.
sorry. I
We'll
just
go
got
X,
my
it's good.
cooldown.
And I can go into
they,
like Book
they
next.
didn't expect the return ult there.
Again, normally mid laners go Sands, but I'm going Conduit because that's what I do.
Oh fuck, I really don't want to give Benny a kill. This sucks.
He's actually out of mana here. I can like ult him here versus beads. Oh fuck me,
If Benny
man.
wins the game, blame me for that.
Ooh, that was so bronze. Unlucky. Okay, well, it happens. It happens. That was a battle. I just have to lead that forward like another foot and a half, and we catch him. We get his beats for free. Not for free, but you know what I mean. Unlucky, boys. Bit of a toss from your boy.
Ultimate is ready.
Dispel their attack. Overpower and manipulate.
It looks like we might lose rocks, but I got oracles, which is a huge timer.
I'll attack left lane. Be careful.
Does he have blank? He does, yeah.
Your power is mine.
I don't have ult.
So the idea of my three is
Thor's
that
in
I
right.
can
We
just,
can try to push for like a gold
Destruct
pyramid.
and destroy.
I can just kind of like 3 him when he's getting gone on, give him a shield, and do some damage as well.
And manipulate.
Thor is here. Ares ult, Thor ult. You guys have time.
Is he dead? No way he's not dead,
Good-
man.
good
That's
gold, though.
unlucky. Yeah, we get gold. It's all good. It's fun. What's up, Zan? How are
Snidey,
you?
did you see Thor beads?
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see it either.
How good do you think audio aspect is in support? It's a bit overrated.
shit.
I
I don't think
think
he
it's
called the
not
Lapis
great.
crushing it.
Like the movement speed from
Thor
her
is missing
passive,
that
which you
kicker.
don't have an aspect anymore, is a big deal to lose out on.
You guys have the squad coming?
I think base RDO is generally just much better.
away
Also,
free-
like, you know, if you're playing aspect RDO
I can't
support, you're going to be
secure it.
druid
They have
stance.
people there. I'm sorry.
So as a result, you are looking at like a very
Brother, we just got like Gold Fury and 2 kills. Well, it's not like he's not making plays.
Counter their curses.
Did I just lose this? Oh, I hope not.
Ultimate is down.
There's a support there. Support's bottom right. Okay, he's here. Gotta be careful because I don't have Aegis.
Attack right lane. Time to
So you guys see that 3 is just kind of like instant
Throw a
follow
dash
up.
down.
And destroy.
Have like a bit 4 seconds or so. Big boss is here.
I'm doing damage, but it's like, yeah, this is not going very well.
No fucking way he catches me.
Oh, it's a disaster. I am doing damage, but it's not enough
Come
to
taunt.
kill.
I just got
Or
taunt.
unlucky.
Do not fear.
Yeah, it's just tricky. Too bad.
battle ready.
I think our jungler had to be there a little bit quicker because we were getting a lot of poke off. Again, me not having beats is quite
Nice
rough
job.
right now, obviously. But if I have Aegis,
Oh,
like I
fuck, why
also
is the
die,
tower off?
so it's a loss, you know. That is big from our ADC though.
Very nice, Thor. You're the fucking goat.
I think he's dead though. Good job though. I mean that was like well done.
On my
I have
way.
ultimate.
It sucks we
gonna
lose
explode.
ritual.
Oh no, she's gonna
That's
nuke.
kind of like the biggest problem right now.
I have ult up. Ulting mid. I'm just going straight into it.
This guy is lagging so bad. He's dead though.
Overpower and manipulate.
Careful, careful.
Distract and destroy.
Fine here.
Becomes an
It's all good.
good ult. Nice job.
Okay. Again, like we're very scaly, right? So we have a lot of range. Not the best damage right now. It's okay, but it will get better. Merry Christmas, Say. Thank you, dude. How are you? If I'm them, I probably play a bit of an angle here. They're on that. It's worth to try to steal, but yeah, that shit is gone. It's been super fight heavy this game so far.
I don't have ult for left. Sorry. That's Ares.
I can try to just like kill this Scylla. She's unkillable. She's too safe. And I feel like I'm doing a lot. It's just not really like leading to kills yet. I have to book it. Thor's gonna go on me. I panicked it. That's fine. He's gonna play this angle probably. I would.
All magic flows to me.
No way I missed that, man. Unlucky. That sucks.
Scylla's escape is probably yeah. She just used her dash.
Enemy missing left. Careful.
He's in mid.
Thor in the end.
Couldn't get to him in time. This is so unfortunate, guys. I feel like I dropped like 2 kills right there so easily.
Overpower and
At least I mezzed him, so he's safe.
Enemy missing left.
Be right
Yeah,
back,
just
I
kind
vote.
of like slightly bad positioning. I was played like 2% too passively there, posturing wise, and dropped 2 kills for it. Hate to see it, boys.
I'm ulting left.
Yeah, the bad guys are on the way over there.
An ally has
Do you not enjoy Spear of Deso? I think it's good. Gem's very strong. Honestly, had I went Deso, I think I would have had actually more success this game with how fight heavy this game's been, but didn't entirely expect that, so
I don't have ult. Be careful in the middle.
you know, I probably was just reading it wrong. They're both ulted back. Maybe he kills one. Does. Yeah, I mean, they're just like blazing. It's fine. Good job. Done.
Thank you, Snatty, for setting that up. Sorry I couldn't save you.
I'm over it.
What about Book? Book is kind of just like good. I don't want to say it's mandatory, but I do think it's good. Alright.
Dispel their attacks.
Well.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Attack the gold fury.
An ally has been slain.
Overpower and manipulate. Distract and destroy.
I
Thor.
missed, dude. Okay, it's fine.
He doesn't have hammer.
Your right tower is under
So be
attack.
careful because Ares is hounding me. Ooh, it's a stinker from me.
I have to back and ult him.
I mean, it's fine, I guess, right? Oh, he went
Coming.
back in. Ooh, wait, that was kind of insane. It's gonna work too. Kind of waiting on his setup.
This is beads.
Nothing for a couple.
Walk to wall, walk to wall.
Scylla's gonna be here though, yeah.
Be careful.
Distract and destroy.
Your team has
Damn it,
destroyed
dude.
the left enemy tower.
Overpower and manipulate.
Boys, we are hitting these shits though, it's all good. Oh, good kill. He's fucked, but that's fine. ADC rotated, so or Cupid's gonna farm pretty hard. It's not bad. If I get this red as well,
That
ooh,
still gets
maybe
the
I've inted
kill.
it.
It's been 40 years.
I've definitely inted it. Sorry, that's so troll. I can't believe the Thor is just pathing there,
I
and so
can't
is
believe
Ares.
Scylla gets the kill there
whatever.
too.
Be Yo, Say, thank you so much, by the way, for the 5 gifted, bro. Thank you, dude. Sorry, I've just been like locked in. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Your middle tower
Thank you, dude.
I'm getting team needs next item. I just need to get a contagion for the Odin.
I need to do more damage, boys.
Down.
They are so freaking tanky, it feels like. I mean, I'm hitting all my shit. I'm starting to, though, like, right? Do more, so maybe it's okay. I'm gonna go probably Shard next. I'd love to go Soul Gem, and I will go Soul Gem, but I have to go, like... Well, maybe I won't, actually. We'll see. I have to get a
Your right tower
bulky item here.
is under attack.
Blows to me.
Ouch.
Ulting mid if you want to go in.
And I can't. I mean, it's an interesting idea. I guess I'm fine. I still have Aegis here, so I am okay.
Holy
Roll
fucking
down.
ult. Load him.
Let's get him. I'm okay.
Easy. Easy.
Worked out, boys. Huge.
Okay, so yeah, it turns
What's
out
up,
you can
Marissa? How are
actually. So
you?
Daji can teleport onto my ult, like knock
We
style.
cooked him there,
so he
folks.
just teleported with my ult. He came
Big.
to mid. It's really good. I think he's got the timing down too.
I should be buffing Ardio. Maybe keep it, actually. They're all good, I don't know. Thank you, Dino, for the follow. How are you?
All magic blows to me. Spell their attacks.
You guys only have 4
I
kills,
can't
which I
take
feel
this
like
off,
is
guys.
cursed.
Team has
But
destroyed
it's
the
all good.
pyromancer.
Can someone take this?
Take this jungle buff.
I can
I
take
got
that
it,
in a
I'll take it.
second.
I have 3,000 gold. I need
Here.
it back.
I don't have ult for 25.
We're in trouble. Maybe not. I mean, I do want to back, preferably, but I also don't want to lose this ritual for nothing. Thor should be hovering me. Kind of like can't in here for nothing, ideally.
On my way.
Or I'd like to not, I guess. That's a better way to put it.
Coming to mid with ult.
Distract and destroy.
Too bad. I think they kill Scylla. They do. It's probably fine. Yeah, it's fine. Good job.
Okay, yeah, that is the best strat in the. I literally can teleport Daji. That's so fun. Holy sh.
Nice.
Clean as fuck. I love it.
You
That's
can?
so abusable.
Yeah, you can. You can. It's a little bugged here at though, where like sometimes it doesn't really work that way. I can only use it on one, or it'll like take away. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's not bugged, and that's just how it is sometimes. I don't know.
Your team has destroyed the Gold Fury. Your left tower has been destroyed.
Thank you, Slaggy, for the follow. How are you? Okay.
Your right tower is under attack.
Your path is mine.
Not actually that farmed XP wise, but again, that's kind of just the
have
byproduct
ult
of this
for mid,
kind of
be careful.
match. Alright, we'll go into like Aegis now.
Counter their curses.
Enemy missing. Be careful, right. Cancel that.
It's not supposed to.
problem.
I see, I see.
All magic
I feel like I can
flows to me.
kind of own him. Oh, maybe not.
Just. Gone.
Scylla just
Oh,
dashed
Thor's near.
mid.
Thor's near. Look at me. I'm with you.
Right, I think I just ult this maybe. Oh, I got a big one. That was the right idea. Okay, nice. Yeah, I was like a little unsure for a second
Oh,
because
no,
the
no problem.
Daji was ulting and it was kind of like too many things at once maybe. But
2 seconds on top.
we're all good.
Got him.
Double kill.
Overpower and manipulate.
Oh my god, you guys are mean.
Nice, dude.
Thora's behind us, bottom left.
Hopefully
I can ult
I
back in.
gave you some positive thoughts on this character so far this game.
Middle enemy tower.
Assuming this Daji's in a little bit of trouble, maybe not. Oh, she looks like she's actually okay. Nice. Okay, so we'll go Shard. Ooh,
I don't have team beads.
too bad, I kind of missed there.
Beat.
Speeds down and Aegis.
Distract and destroy.
Probably gonna have to go in here. I
have no
really
abilities
bad.
for him, so
I
sorry.
fucked it, it's okay. Like, I'm kind of caught there either way, so just try to go for it.
Yeah.
I misplayed that so hard.
A million ults and a
Ay,
billion
ay,
ability.
ay. Oh, that was so bad. I just like did it backwards there. And I should have been able to
Power
kill
on
him.
14.
And if I die and I get the kill, it's fine. It's still okay, but like that was just
Holy
pretty
CC.
ugly.
I need to get spirit.
Maybe it's not okay.
Thank you for the
Good
shout.
shell. Alright, that was pretty clutch. Nice job. Alright, they're fine. We're okay, we're okay. I fucked that, but we're okay. Roro, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you. How are you? I hope you had a wonderful stream.
Nope.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no
And
Penta.
hope you're having a very good Christmas.
skip Fire
What's
Giant.
up,
I'm too
Mustang?
low
What's
for
up,
this.
Sleeper? What's up, Emma? How are you guys? Thank you so much.
That'd have been a sick pen.
Yeah, I'm off-rolled to mid
Yeah,
this
this
game,
comp is
so
fucking gross.
we're
and yucky
having-
and icky.
having a good one. For once, right? Usually this happens. It doesn't go too well. I didn't get off-rolled. I offered to trade. I thought it'd go worse, but it's going okay. I haven't played this role in many, many months.
Your team has
How are you folks though doing? How we doing?
All magic flows to me.
Games are good.
How are
They
we looking
always
at
kind
you?
of are.
Counter their curses.
Alright, this next fight, folks, we have no Aegis. I kind of have to just not get Ares ulted. Again, like that was... I don't even think I got Ares ulted there, but if I get walled, we're dead as well. Sort of just like 10,000 dive options. It's Yemo ADC. And assuming you get hit by any of those, probably gonna lose. Thank you, Generic, for the follow.
Distract and destroy.
Let's reset here. I'll just go and upgrade, I guess. We'll just do this instead.
Be right back. Be careful.
Are you playing all roles? No, I just sort of, I had a solo main on my team, and the Kazi sounded fun. That's kind of it. It's the best mid in the game, so
I have ult in 15. I'll be there with Dodgy.
it's not too hard to pick up, but yeah, I'll probably go back to solo because I can just play the fun characters off roll if I really want to. Okay, we tagged him. Took quite a bit there. Thinking maybe we just... Yeah, I gotta go help him. Like, I want to be careful. This looks a little dodgy. What's up, Nivol? How are you? Thank you, Prod, for the follow.
has destroyed the Gold Fury.
Yeah, I was running some Yemo Aspect. This guy's not Aspect, he's just base. For base damage, just being really high. But Yemo Aspect's really not so bad. Not sure I'd recommend it like that, but for mid, it's quite good. It's very easy as well. I think people usually associate it with being a harder pick, and it's not nearly as bad
3,
as you
2,
think.
1, left side.
Oh my gosh, we got the synergy, holy. Alright, we just tag him again. We don't want to get hit by ults. Your biggest thing as a backliner, right, is that if I play things with some poise and some slowness, I can get good damage
have a Thor
off,
behind us.
maybe 10% slower than others can, but I will never take any... Okay, let's ignore that. I'll never take any damage, and that's really good. So as long as I'm not taking damage, I don't care too much. And even if I am taking some, if it's a little amount, we're quite happy. Look, we bricked a roll and we still win the fight. Isn't that great? Again, I think you'll have so much more success with this pick if you play into the fact that she has a really deceptively strong amount of range.
Backing and
because
ulting.
she does.
Never mind. I guess I'm going in.
Uh-oh.
GG.
And
Shut up, guys. Kind of a bit of a cursed-looking stat line, but a win is a win. Nice. That wasn't a miss. That was a team portal. Exactly, exactly. Is Contagion
GG. Merry
good?
Christmas. Goodbye.
Victory.
So like it should be, but it's not great. The problem is that if you're a tank and you want to build Contagion, it's a very big health committal item. We did a ton of damage though. Hell yeah. The problem with that is if you're building a health item without prots, and then you're naturally already building items that maybe give health. So you're building, let's say you're playing Thor, you build a Runeforged, or you're playing Mulan and you build Nemean. If you stack a lot of health, you're going to ruin your game to things like Soul Reaver. So if you're going Contagion, you're kind of needing to make that decision ahead of time so you don't accidentally stack too much health. Because if you stack too much health, your game's going to be really bad. So it's okay to go if you like preemptively build around not building health in other places because you're getting your health from that. But it's very easy to over health build if you go Contagion, so you gotta be careful about that. That's a Stygian Anchor new. So, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, the thing is though, like, if you're playing like a damagey version of this character, I think it's just one of those spots where sure, you can go an auto attack version or something, but it's so much worse than like a normal hunter would be that you may as well lean into what makes her good. I mean, I don't think they lost this game because of the Yemo though. Like they kind of just lost every group 3v3. The solo got a lot of pressure. Our solo got a lot of pressure put on him, and it didn't really do anything. So we just kind of had like winning lanes. Now, obviously, don't get me wrong. Like if you get to firefights and you have a Yemo ADC, it's going to be really hard to play. But I don't really think it didn't get to that point. You know what I mean? No, no, I promise this build's not that. Like, this is a solo lane Yemo build. I think this is Chang'e, honestly. On a name change. Oh, it is you. Yeah, I was right. Oh, come on. That's funny. No, this is a fine build. This is like a solo Yemo build, non-aspect, which non-aspect Yemo solo is like a thing. It's, in my opinion, so much less fun than aspect Yem that I would never probably do it for a video. But it's like probably better in terms of like being more okay into more things. So sometimes like I look at viability as like a spread of if I'm against 25 different solo lane gods, which version is better. And I would say base Yemo solo is probably better into 25 gods overall than aspect would be. But aspect's way more fun. Like aspect is definitely a mid lane thing, not a solo lane thing, but it kind of works. Okay. Hey, guys, chill. What do you think about Void Shield? Doom, I like Doom Orb. Chill, relax. So Void Shield sucks. Yeah, sorry. Funny, funny thing.
Guess we'll,
Guys, don't be mean. Relax. It's just the
again.
game.
Tell him,
It's
Monos,
not a
are you
big
fine
deal.
with
It's
playing Daji?
Christmas. On today of all days, you can be
If so,
polite.
I won't ban her.
What am I banning? I'm banning Bologna. No, I'm not.
The real question is, if Daji slips through,
I'm
can I
banning.
jungle?
The hell am I banning? What's like a miserable god to play into? Oh, Uller, easy. That's funny. Merry Christmas, Silva. How are you? They banned Uller too. Cinema Lobby. Let's play OC aspect. This pick's fun.
I move for no man.
Okay. So yeah, sorry about Void Shield. So funny story. So I know this is like a little cringe, but Anyways, in the Smite 2 Discord, like official, I got the mentor role. So you guys know Mytharia. Me and him are friends, and he's like the lead mentor person. I know, nerd emoji, like out the ass for this, right? But anyways, there's like a I was like, you know what, I've don't have shit to do. I can like put in some feedback time to time. That's no problem. Basically, anyone can just go in and ask questions and they'll get answered, right? Cool. And there's plenty of other mentors, so I'm like the second to last person who got added, or maybe the last person who got added more recently. But anyways, I had to pass like a test. I didn't actually have to. Like he said, you'll be fine. You know this stuff. But I was like, no, I'll do it. I'm gonna do it the right way, right? And so there was like an 11 question thing that I had to like answer correctly. And one of the things was on how like pen works from like a numbers perspective. Boys, I'm gonna be honest, I did not know that shit. Oh my gosh. I gave like a okay. The answer I gave was a good answer, but it was like one of those like working around the fact that you don't know the answer. So it was bad. So it basically was like what is the order of which things apply, with like percentage pen being different than protection reduction being different from like totem and Xe, which are also protection reduction, but they're a little bit different. I think it was something along those lines, and I think the protection reduction is first and the pen is second, but I didn't know that. What I would say is a lot of the times I see people. Thank you, January, for the sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Tell him Wilson Weeb. Can you guys hear comms? Because I'm gonna be counting down my
A
taunts.
lot of players will get really caught up. There's a channel on YouTube. This is a good example. Not that there's anything wrong with this channel. This guy's great. There's a YouTube channel called Smite Mats. Nice dude. I don't know him, but he's a nice guy. Anyways, he's commented on some of my videos. That's how I know he's the GOAT. But so he does like mathematical, like correct builds, right? In terms of a DPS perspective, how much a build's gonna do. And like if you're like, wow, this sounds like a bit of a headache to like wrap your head around, it's because it kind of is. If you're really into that stuff and you find it fun and you want to learn like the numbers and the, you know, what's better and what's worse, yada yada yada, go for it, right? Like do that. But if you don't want to learn that stuff, you don't need to. The easiest way to figure out if a build is good or bad is quite literally, if you have a good feel for the game in terms of you've played it a lot, you're a pretty solid player, you kind of are able to be subjective and say like, hey, I had a bad game, but it's not the build, it's because like I had a bad start or whatever. Or like, hey, my start was weak and it was bad at this time. You can quite literally just go off vibes. Like I promise you, that's the easiest way to build. You just go off a feel and you say this felt worse or this felt better. If you can be objective that simply, you should just do that. And you'll stumble upon the exact same conclusions without doing a math problem. And I think as a video game, you should want to have fun, and like developing those instincts for feel is very relevant and good to do anyways. If you feel like you can't do the number stuff because that's too much of a headache, and you also struggle with the feel stuff, just copy builds. And that works, like it's easy, right? Make it simple for yourself.
She's gonna get to land, she has dag.
But yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Why did I even talk about all this, by the way, guys? I completely forgot. Ay. Sometimes I'll go in these tangents in my videos as well, and I'll like completely forget what I was talking about mid-sentence or why, and I just kind of like awkwardly let it finish, you know? Bit of a mess. So getting our 2 lets us keep the haste autos. Pretty great. E-set non-aspect is actually very good in the lane. But if we're able to play a semi-poke style like we are right now, she's going Lifebinder Rush. And the reason why it's no aspect is because you gain a lot of cooldown back on the Spirit Ball and whatnot. Now, does that mean it's worth going non-aspect and building a tanky build? I really don't know. I haven't tried it. Maybe. And as you can see, the base damage, quite good. Cancel my own auto. We force the shell though. These lanes are pretty volatile if you want to make them volatile, so we're rushing into Sphere for magical prots, and that shield is just like really OP. And it also lets us go this very compact build where we get a component and a chalice at level 1, which is like incredible for a character if you can do it. So if you can get chalice at level 1 because you have a 300 gold component on your item, super happy with it. Void Shield, that's what it was. So yeah, anyways, like, that's what it was. Yeah, so we're talking about the mentor thing. I see. Anyways, with that, right?
Oh, that's important.
So I filled this thing out. The pen one I kind of botched, but it's okay because I was able to
Careful.
give a
Just one
qualitative answer that was accurate, even if the numbers were definitely not super
Neith
there.
rotating left, she's right on in
front
of you now.
The biggest
I
thing
can get
Not good. You're about to get
with it
collapsed.
is that it's just not worth it. That's it. There's better things to go. If you want a true defense item, you're better off with like a Spectral or something. And if you want a true damage item, you're better off going some of the super inflated strength items like Reaper or, you know,
Danny's still
Crusher
level
even,
2.
or something else,
Level
right?
3,
Like
sorry.
you have a
Danny's
lot of
right
good
here, yeah.
choices, so you can just go those.
Pathing alone.
Nice to meet you.
Pin the Wukong philosophical video on Wukong? I don't think I have a Wukong one. I have a Terra one and I have a tier one. Those were just like script. Those weren't scripts, but those were like intentionally made to be stupid. They were very fun to do though. I've never scripted out a commentary. Obviously, that's too much work. But yeah, and I've never done a voiceover either. Because again, why would I? I can do it fine in the moment of. My talent. Who's my
Good job.
Damn. That's really good for us. Beads Forest, we got a kill. We get some rocks there. I think we're gonna be pretty fed. Yeah, I made a really bad decision right there. You don't want to like one if you're not sure you can hit it. Dear God. Okay. It's just some grim accuracy for me. It's all good. You're gonna notice that this character is gonna live and die by how many sickles you're hitting or missing. So we've been bricking, and it's all
Yeah,
bad.
I was hoping you'd hit 5 on port.
Absolute horror. Well, they have shell. I've got shell. Just a nothing burger. We traded
Call it if
ults.
you need ult.
I'm dead. It's fine. I'm always dead there. I'm not gonna call it because it's a waste.
Nowhere to run.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Roar, thank you by the way for the follow as well. I don't know if you're gonna stick around. I know obviously there's plenty of things going on, but I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, that was grim. I mean, I fucked that. You just can't miss that many ones, and if you do, you have to back up. It's like playing Thor or Athena. If you're missing your skill shot, your lane is not good.
Tana all down.
Panic V's. Yeah, it wasn't good. So she's rushing. That's Glad Shield there, I think. This is super fine. Thank you, Azur, by the way, for the follow. We literally, like, don't have to interact ever again in 50 gold. And we probably won't. There's not a lot of upside. It's too tanky of a thing, and I can just kind of, like, secure neutrals and outfight. And we're going Lifebinder Breastplate still. That's cool. I am a bit weak just because I'm sitting on some gold, but realistically, like, I'm fine to just kind of ignore and do this. Let's leave. We gonna stop backs here? Sure we are. Okay,
Oh,
didn't miss
snazzy.
that time.
So sick with it.
That's ult down. We'll just shove and then might do gold here, you know? That would not be great. Really good though for us. When you shove in this big wave, you're just like denying more spec.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I could go prophetic if I really want to. That's not prophetic. Let's do it. Why not?
On my way.
And then we'll go into like brawlers, Helm of Radiance, something else, maybe Spectral. That sounds pretty good.
Neither's missing. She may be rotating left. Be careful.
He told Sylvanas.
Guys, this is looking like a 3-0 type of day though so far.
Then it beats, then ult.
Is the starter item best for all? No, I wouldn't say so. So, Bluestone you're going if your character has a lot of proc effects, like applications. So, like OC with Aspect, I have a ton of sickles to throw, and my 2 and my ult. So, Bluestone like lands itself as being quite strong. But you could still go Axe on this god and be very happy. I also have a lot of poke potential, and that's usually very relevant. So if I can consistently poke somebody from a distance in team fights, around like fires and whatnot, Bluestone and Axe are both going to be valuable, but Bluestone, you could argue, might be more, because again, I'm just going to be getting that extra damage super frequently and on a lot of people. But if I'm playing something that doesn't have range, that doesn't have great poke potential, that doesn't have great proc potential, like say Herc, you know, I definitely would want to go Axe, right? Because then I'm not getting the same type of value I just said makes the item good. I am just popped, by the way. Holy.
How's it going?
Oh, this is so messed up. Did get him. I guess it's fine.
Oh my god.
Alright, we're okay.
Stop
Yeah, I
it.
kind of
Don't be so
bricked
mean
it,
to
but
them.
I guess it's alright. Yeah, that was bad. At least we lived.
Your team has destroyed the
Anyways, the other thing, like, I think a really good feedback loop to get an idea of if it's a good Bluestone
Oh, we can
character
get
or
that
not
here.
is just like, would you build Prophetic on them? And if you built Prophetic on them, how happy would you feel? And if your character can stack Prophetic well, they're probably quite good with it. But it's really just about instances of hits. So like Mordred's great because every dash
Uh-oh, I
procs
don't have any
Bluestone.
abilities. I don't have any abilities.
So you have a lot of procs. And that's nice.
Damn. That's unfortunate. That was a really good Dana ult.
Please mute this guy. Dude. He's giving communication. Relax.
Your left tower
Enemies
is
in
under
the left
attack.
It's the first time you
Careful
bought.
left.
This is called a Sphere of Negation. It's basically a magic shield. And that's it. Yeah, it gives you a magical shield just for existing that regenerates. So if I'm into a magical, they're in big trouble. It's really, really, really strong. I mean, as you just saw, and I know this is tanky set, but they didn't even break the shield with the full combo. Yeah, it's very overtuned.
Your middle tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain. Your right tower is under attack.
Down.
And you don't actually have to go Prophetic. I'm just going it because it's, you know,
Your middle
nice.
tower is under attack.
But if you want to go like straight into brawlers here, this is good. I literally did a video
No
with
eyes
like
on
the
anyone.
full build yesterday, so if you want to see that for reference, you can always check that out. What would your first item buy be? It'd be Helm of Radiance, and then I'd go Brawlers, and then I'd go into this Sphere of Negation at that point. Or I might go Prophetic and then into Sphere. Some version of that. It's the same items, just maybe a slightly different order. She's got double Magic D, or Fizz,
And a
excuse me.
beads.
I've missed like all of my sickles, so I'm not stacking Prophetic very
Dana's
well.
there.
But we'll try to now. Yeah, man, it's been bad. I have one stack.
Oh my god.
Yikes, dude. There we go. We're finally hitting something.
Enemy missing
Ooh.
left.
By the way, don't ask me why my thing's on quick cast or normal cast. That's definitely a bug. I don't know why. Thank you,
Be careful.
Dajin, for the follow. How are you? Is that shell or just the 3? I think it was just the 3, right? We should force this
I
here.
don't have ult for 15. Be careful.
Back, that's okay. I hesitated too much. It's back.
Your middle tower
Merry
is
Christmas,
under
dude.
attack.
It's been bugged since release. Really? I feel like it wasn't happening before. Maybe I just like ignored it though.
I was hoping she'd push it.
I
Oh,
don't
wait.
remember. No, it definitely was not happening before. I guarantee you that. It may have been happening occasionally, but not as like a... I vividly remember this being on Insta. randomly. I see. That makes sense.
Your right tower is under attack.
It's not like a big deal. It is just a bit odd.
An ally
He-
has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Killing spree.
You're doing so
Yeah, you said it's just gonna be there. I can't really match because I'm late, so our best bet is to just shove, get rocks. You know, it could be better, but we're still getting stuff, so at least that's good.
Double kill.
Nice.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna shove red again.
Retreat middle lane.
not a problem.
I'm gonna just like run around. We gotta stack a little bit. What's up, Zog? How are you? Ooh. You
You're about to
missed.
get sent on.
I missed too, though. Fuck. Oh man, we really bricked that. That was
Me
quite
too.
sad. That's a disaster. That's just on me. I missed my
Bunch of
2. I
resources.
missed like 3
You know what
ones.
that
I'm
is,
dead
mate?
as balls. Heartbreaking. That's my bad. It's
Yeah, if I had
alright.
ult there, we could have done some fuck shit.
It is all good. We got Helm now. We'll go into brawlers here.
Your middle tower is under attack.
You know, I am still like a little weak actually, because this prophetic is so new. That's fine.
There's no running from me.
Dude, I feel like I've been running it in some of these games. The Kate one was good, but the one before, was I running it? I don't remember. Maybe.
Ultimate is ready.
We were playing Alma. No, we actually had a great one. Okay, maybe we're doing okay.
I did not regret you passed.
I'm sorry.
An enemy has been slain.
Enemies incoming.
Can't ult.
Attack the
Neith is ulting.
Alright, I'll path over. We're gonna just do,
You're welcome.
we're just gonna do Queen here.
An ally has been slain.
And so the point is they're like blitzing a side. So, you know. I wonder if I can actually cover. I might be able to. Low key. No, I can't. That shit's gone before I get there. It's fine. I want to make sure we don't lose ritual. Like, getting Queen for gold is fine. Obviously,
I'm trying to think
the
of
kills that
resources.
get
Neith
attached to
ulted,
it
Sylvanas ulted, Jingwei
are kind
ulted,
of rough,
and
but
B.
it
Thana
should be
ulted.
fine. Like, I'll push mid here as well. I lied.
I don't have ult.
The enemy team has
I need to hit
destroyed the
something.
Fury.
Okay, there we go. That doesn't look too good. We're fine. I think we win this like quite easily, actually. I missed? Oh, what the hell? Oh my gosh, what am I doing? This is horrible. Okay, I mean, we got a shell
two,
there,
one.
right? I guess that's good.
Oh, I'm a loser. I messed up.
Sylv's looking to ult. He has ulted.
Oh, no.
Be a bit
Oh,
of a
no, what am I doing?
disaster. I think it's okay,
Somebody
just
ult.
like... I mean, I should never miss that on Thana. Fine. Oh, he Jinx here.
Can we hit them with abilities,
I
please?
lied. I was not okay. I did not know Jing was here. Okay, that sucks. Okay, we've kind of conveyor
I'm like
belted in
watching him
them.
free cast. Morgan should be turning into like me and getting into fights quicker. I don't know why she isn't. Like she can turn into me at any time.
See. Holy. And maybe it's not looking great. Does kill one. Yeah, I guess it's okay. This was definitely a mess. I'm just like off this game. I don't know why. It's fine. I mean, we were hitting stuff earlier, just like comes and goes, right? He's very quick, so it's not the easiest ult to hit, but oh well. Alright, I think we should try to hold this though. Like losing this does not feel great.
Your middle tower.
We will. Yeah, we'll get it. Alright. It all works out.
Your left tower is under attack.
The thing that's nice about this character is like, if I'm kind of getting low gold amounts, like I kind of am going to be, due to me like rotating all the time, it's not that bad, because I have mitts, so I go further than most picks. Farm-wise, like with less,
We're gonna get ganked.
or tankiness-wise with less. But I'll just go back right. I forced it a bit hard. This Neath is like hard to kill. She's Neath.
What's up?
We got some prophetic stacks. Obviously, I'd like to have gotten a lot more
Tower has been destroyed.
for like all the fighting we did, but it doesn't always work that way. We should be really, really strong for this Gold Fury, and there's not too much to do until then, so that's kind of where I'm looking to be. I think as your guideline, your rotation should be objectives, and if that's not really a thing, don't rotate. Because then you'll, like, oftentimes, especially as a side laner, get into a trap of just not really having a good game or having any rhythm. And you really do want to have that. Again, I think so much of, like, players feeling off and having bad performances come in the fact that they don't have an off switch. And they get roped into a couple of bad looks and they kind of just never leave them. And if you get to like reset and actually just like play for yourself for a little bit and then come back, you'll have a lot more good experiences, I'd say. So like right tier 2 is bleeding right now. Now we fast mid. The Skuld's on the way. Pyro's up right now. They might be on Pyro because they did get a pick. Maybe not. But we can kind of hold anything now. Slash fight wherever. And it should be at least okay. I think Iset just back, needs mid.
We need wards. The Gold Fury.
As you see, we do a lot of damage with our pokes, so there is hope. And we're just gonna like kind of play poke on these control points, be it gold or a tower, whatever the case might be. Try to stack prophetic up and also actually do meaningful damage. That's kind of the end all be all.
Be careful.
Okay, they're like quite grouped.
And all.
Okay. It's not great. They get a nice ult there though. Yeah, that was losing. Huh. Really? I thought that was gonna be quite good. That felt like it was gonna be good. I feel like they also have a lot of immunities though, to be fair. Shove. Or like, I guess,
when I come
not
up.
even immunities, but just like ways to escape getting hit. Like dashes and stuff.
Holy shit. I don't even want to know how much HP that.
I didn't realize it was gonna be that close. Alright, we'll back. They're gonna probably do fire here, or at least try. I think we can hold it. Thank you, Paul, for the follow.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's just tricky to hit them, dude.
Lebanese, can you please start turning into me?
Coming over.
My way.
This should be holdable. I mean, I have ult. They're not that low, actually. This is fine. They're just trying to mess with me a little. Probably not the guy. 2B. We did get them off, though, so I guess it's alright. Got him, that's big.
Your left tower is under attack.
Very dead. Too bad. I mean, I guess we killed the ADC. Yeah, this is not going too well. We got Spectral kind of soon. been seeing ADCs run Bumbas. Why is that?
Your right tower is under
So
attack.
they're going dagger usually, not hammer, unless they're like
Left
Uller.
tower is under attack.
And it's pretty simple. So these starters are extremely stat inflated. The jungle role has been the best role in this game for probably the entirety of Smite 2. It's been a very long time. And a lot of it comes from the fact that their starters are extremely overbloated. And for whatever reason, they're just kind of not getting changed. So like for reference, this gives you 50 health, 10% attack speed, 15 strength, plus bonus damage to jungle monsters, plus your healing when you kill them. And jungle monsters are already very squishy, so you'll have a ton of objective damage onto, you know, bosses added and stuff. So Gold Fury's obviously fire later in the game, etc. And with EFG being as tanky as it is, that's really nice.
Okay.
Be careful. Enemy
What's up,
missing.
I have
Sonic?
fire
How are
and
you,
they're,
man?
like, leveled up.
How are you doing?
Here.
Okay, so we're gonna...
I need to like
just
go get
hide.
levels. I have been in so many fucking fights. I'm level 14. Like this is fucking sad.
This is a tricky one. Is what it is. I'll have Bluestone soon, I guess.
I just
that's
have not been
that's
paying
nice.
attention.
Team has destroyed the Gold Fury.
We want to just like play the map a little bit if we can. Did this guy just like backflip
I don't want
over?
to fight. I'm just gonna get waves.
That's so messed up. It's not his fault. I just sad. I can't believe he doesn't die to that. Hopefully he doesn't die for me. I can't believe this this guy lives. That's crazy, man. That is just
I
so
gotta just get
crazy.
up.
He lives that.
Retreat.
Really? I hit everything on him and he doesn't die? Oh, hell no. I guess I just need Bluestone for that.
Your middle
That's
tower
nuts,
is
though, to
under
me.
attack.
Thank you so much, Easter. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. How are you?
Your middle tower has been
Guys, I fucked it. Oh, it's a disaster. I've got Bluestone now, but
Your middle phoenix is under attack.
that was just a bad look by me. My bad.
Your middle phoenix has been destroyed.
Shoots. Yeah, I think it's over.
I wish Morgan would have turned into me more in some of these fights. She could have always been there.
It's good.
Like,
But, I mean, they're so tanky with their backline and stuff with all these like auras, but yeah, I kind of
I
just
don't know
started
what to
off a
say.
bad fight. Too bad.
like
All
I
good,
don't know what
GG.
our deficiency was.
So just tweak the Bumbas items to only be as effective in the jungle. Well, I think so. Like, this is my opinion. This is how it works in League, and mind you, League is like people consider the. You see, I only did 24K. That just seems ridiculous. I feel like I did way more than that, but maybe not. Maybe I just did nothing. I don't know. Anyways, I feel like these starters are just too good at everything. I don't think it makes any sense for a jungler to be able to 1v1 a non-jungler in the early game. Ever. Like, that just doesn't make sense. And I don't think a jungler should ever be able to 1v1 a frontliner easily. And currently both those things are true. So with the starter specifically, I think it actually just needs to give less strength. It doesn't really make any sense. So yeah, that's like my thoughts on it, I guess. Tough. Where's Stewie? Stewie is with his family. Big Nate is playing RuneScape. Let's go. Thank you, Stealth, for the follow. You don't use the tracker link? I think there's like a intimacy with manually registering that you lost the game. It's kind of an art, you know what I mean? There's something special about that. I want to preserve that art. There was something I was really trying to play this game. I'm just forgetting what it was. Oh, man. frick, dude. I can play Aspect Cab, why not? I mean, it's a fine pick. Insta Uller lock because I didn't ban it. Heartbreaking. Thank you, Tele, for the follow. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know if it's intentional or not, but there's definitely a strength bias and a jungle bias like in this game that was not in Smite 1. I don't like want to be like, oh, that's intentional and like certain roles are being propped up with like favoritism or something because that's uninformed, so I don't want to like say that stuff, but that is definitely like what it looks like. Um so I don't know. I hope they get adjusted, but it's kind of been an issue in this game since practically release and it hasn't been changed, so I don't really know what to say. It's just tricky. Yeah, next patch comes out on January 16th, I think, 13th, something like that. And they have Titan Talks starting on January 3rd, I believe. So we will get, you know, some feedback and thoughts on the patch and probably preludes. We're going to have a roadmap. I don't know if it's going to be on January 3rd, but you know, God reveal for the patch as well as future patches. They're not going to do an all year thing. I'd imagine they'll probably do like a 3 patch out roadmap or something of that nature, maybe a little bit longer, but it'll be interesting. I mean, I'm excited to hear that stuff and see what goes on with it. But that's obviously a little bit removed, not too much, like a week and a half, but yeah, we'll see. Where can you learn how to build on Smite 2? Well, you can copy builds from. I would recommend Smite Brain to copy builds from, where you can just click on a character and copy builds on the role you want to play. In terms of like actually learning how to build, I don't really think that's something you can like go to a place to learn. I mean, obviously from streamers or videos and just like asking questions and stuff, you'll get, you know, feedback, but a lot of it does come from, I think, playing the game, getting exposure, trying things and feeling things out and contrasting them. I don't really think there's any like specific way you do that other than just doing it. Smite Brain. Is a non-aspect cab better for most matchups? Yeah, it is. I mean, this is more damage. It's a lot of late game carry potential. Both are good. Non-aspect is probably largely better, but this is also just fun, and it's a different change of pace. So here we are.
You're mine now.
See, AFK looks like it. Okay, he's not. We're in a good spot right here. I'm gonna get a lot of damage on him. It's kind of a terrible 3, my bad. Okay. Good spot. Kind of scenario based. Yeah, I mean that's fair. You could totally also use like this is my Discord and stuff as well, of course. I don't have a link for that here. GG me. What's up, Liquid? How are you?
On my way. Attack! Enemy missing leg. Okay.
We're doing really good. Do I like this new solo lane? I think it's overall better in a lot of ways. You know, you definitely have things in this game that like could use tweaking, but you've always had that. So it's been fun. I think overall the game is in a better spot from this patch. Definitely. Which also like generally, not always, but almost always when the game is in a better spot, the roles feel better and the game is better. So yeah, I think things are good right now. Doing a really good job of just like tagging this guy out. You know, he just fasted back. I haven't yet, so me getting damage on him like that for free is so good. Yeah, we're having a good start. It's kind of working out. Going over. This should be really winning. He's super dead. Nice. Got a couple rocks right there too. Where you just went nuts there. Good job. This is 2 down. We're gonna play this slow, but we should be able to kill him here. We want to kill him before he like gets a lot of minions. Okay, he's just gonna beeline it. That's fine too. We're doing the same thing effectively, which is just a 9 gold and minions. So I don't really care that much. Nice. How should this go? I mean, we should outclear him, but he should be able to like apply more damage on me, especially in the like at this point in the game, but he's already just like behind, so kind of can't. I feel like they're just not used to it.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, he definitely should have there. It is a one shot, yep. Okay, we can just go this. I mean, it looks like I'll be able to scale to full build this game, honestly, pretty easily. Like, getting on a good start like this on this pick, I feel like Cab is one of those characters in the game right now where his early game is quite good. His
Tsukiyomi's coming right, Bracken.
rather annoying. I guess I'm cooked here, boys. Lucky. Does he die? Nope. That sucks. Okay, well, on the fort. It's Athena ult, Sunder. Yeah, too bad. That being said, sorry. This guy's mid game a little weak. Early game pretty good. Late game very good. So we're gonna like enter a kind of point where we're a bit weaker, but yeah. Are you reactivating the 3? No. That just happens on its own. That death actually really sucks. We got nothing on the map for it and I lost a wave. Too bad.
Tsukiyomi left.
Too bad.
Working careful, Tsukiyama could be
This
there.
Athena shield is just so big, like, it's kind of impossible to kill him if he gets ulted.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Nice job. Did something to him at least. Not bad. Hello? Okay, that just didn't hit him, I guess. Try Athena jungle. I probably will at some point. I haven't done an off-roll game in like so long on YouTube. I don't know how that didn't hit him. Like that was directly on him. You don't have to like box them in to do damage, by the way. That was very weird. I mean, that didn't even hit her though. Well, too bad. Not gonna lie, boys, it is not looking so great anymore. Fuck, dude. Just promise you she should have died there. That was just silly.
Suki's here for these.
Well, it's gonna be a bit tricky for a little. Yogi's second? No, it's Barbed Carver. Oh, excuse me, now. Yeah, looks like it. I'm definitely in a bit of a rough spot. This is kind of the bad part of Cab this time, but like we were completely through, and that first death kind of has put us in a bit of a rough spot. Thing is, though, Mulan falls off so hard nowadays, I feel like, that it's like low-key not even a big deal. We do just have a bit of scaling ahead of us, that's all. Thank you so much, Bula, for the sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you. How are you? Yo, low-key, Sonics, I've actually been seeing a lot more Morgans. Low-key. I'm not saying it's because of me, per se, but I'm just saying I'm just noticing it. But I don't think I had a huge impact on that, truthfully. I think, genuinely what might be a big part of it is that this game's performance has gotten a little bit better recently. They've done some optimization in the last like patch and a half, and Mori was one of the worst optimized characters. And so if the map is already kind of hard to run, and the character's dropping frames, that's a really bad mix-up. But now if the character's dropping less frames because the map's a lot better and stuff, from a performance standpoint, it's a lot easier to play her, you know what I mean? So that actually might be a lot of it. Mori buffed soon. I don't think she'll get buffed. I don't think she really needs one, though. I'd like to see Polly get reverted. I think everybody generally would. This new Polly is just kind of sad and lame. We got rocks, that's good. I mean, yeah, as I said, we kind of are going to have to scale to the moon in this one, but we can hope for the best. I managed to get out there, nice. It's going to come to me, probably. Yeah. Are they both? Maybe. We'll see. Guys, surely, like, we can punish this by doing anything on this map. Like, what is that? Okay, dude. There's just 4 people in V formation. What the fuck, man? Unlucky. Her aspect does need a rework. I mean, her aspect is, like, quite literally the worst designed aspect in the game. It's not even close. You have other aspects that are completely obscure and, like, useless. But at least they, like, don't
They're gonna pull
completely
gold.
ruin the skill of a character. That aspect is completely just zero skill garbage. So I totally agree with it needs to be reworked and just changed. Like a positionally
not there yet.
complex character should not have an aspect that removes positioning. That's just trash, you know what I mean?
Your middle tower is under
So
the enemy team has destroyed
I get it. I really do. So W, you know? I guess nothing's gonna happen. Maybe we kill one. Not gonna lie, guys, this is, I guess we killed a couple. I got
Take
nothing out
fire.
of this. I'm just 0-3. This is so sad. Ay, ay, ay. We lost the gold there. I guess the game's even-ish overall. Just, like, really rough. I'm gonna try to just go get rocks right now. Kinda need to, like, play for myself a bit.
Your right tower is under attack.
You don't get why Opwatch isn't in the game? To be honest, I think they'll probably change him a little bit. I really don't know. I mean, you have to get that there's like, for every time somebody says they don't get why X-God's not in the game, you can say the exact same thing about another character, and at the same time, like, let's say Opwatch was in the game instead of Giannis, right? Because that would have been a different major release.
Yeah, they're coming
People
around.
would have said the same thing about Giannis, you know what I mean? So it's like, you kind of can't win with that, like, argument,
The enemy team has destroyed
right?
the
So
pyramid.
you just gotta kind of let it be.
An enemy has been slain.
Healer's coming mid. I can come help fight this.
Big time.
I should.
Maybe there's something here. Just one shot. Nice. Huge. That was really good. Good job, guys. Alright, we are slowly scaling. Oh, it's been a bit of a mess, this one. We're getting there bit by bit.
Be right back.
No need to rework? Well, I mean, it got nerfed now, and it's kind of unusable. I, like, super disagree, but... yeah, I guess, it does show that, you know... Well, the healing thing, I think, has largely, like, not really panned out. I really don't know what's gonna happen with that. Because you could just say, like, let's just keep buffing up the phony anti-heal items, but I don't really think that's, like, a good idea. I don't know, I think it just kind of, like, failed, and it's, like, fine, but... Unfortunately, very dead. Yeah, there's nothing I can do there. Too bad. A little bit lazy by me to be there, I guess. Sorry.
I'm gonna fly to fire.
Yeah, that was a bad look. I mean, I guess I got one low. This guy kind of just like walked in. Uh-oh. Super dead. Maybe they just kill Suki though for this, because he's kind of like in no man's land. If they do, it's not that bad. Nice. This should be... it's not good. It's definitely not good.
Killing spree. Your left tower is under attack.
They kind of clutched it. Good job.
Flying back in.
is I am level 13. What the hell is going on? He does so much damage. Got a kill, it's okay. Did a lot of damage to them as well there. I'm fine. Okay, I should just leave. We need to like farm for ourselves a bit. I know Loki's
Sorry,
on
look,
that
on the
thing. I
left.
don't really help him much, so I'm just gonna shove right. Our team should be able to get it.
My way.
What's up, Myth? How are you?
Defend middle lane.
Ooh. You are a scary one, though. Does not want to be this near the Uller at all. Uh-oh. I think I'm caught, guys. I hate to say it. Get the Hydra's auto in.
Let me aid you.
Okay, we farmed him. It's okay.
Go Suki here.
Got some minions. We'll take it. Huge. What's up, June? How are you? Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. How are you? Okay, that was really good. We got a lot there. This is done. Going into Heartseeker. We're going to get a gold too. Great.
Your team has destroyed.
You know, Mori's been getting played a little bit. I gotta say, you know, we're, it's good to see characters getting played more. I mean, the biggest thing that I was hoping for with that Mori thing was that she would just be allowed in, like, actual games of consequence, because it's just annoying. For a game that already has, like, less characters, that, you know, Fearless is definitely the future of any MOBA and any competitive version. So, your characters that are in the game should be playable. There's, like, no argument about that. So yeah. And I think, like, a lot of the times picks and things can be sometimes kind of ignored because they're not, like, there's just not a demand for it. Like, I'll give you a really good example. I firmly think that a lot of the
Two in left lane.
hybrid scalers that just don't work with Int because it's not really brought up as an issue and people don't care or, like, think about it. But it's probably, like, not a good thing for the game if hybrid characters, mind you, for existing players, new players, whatever, if there's hybrid characters that are literally unplayable within builds. That doesn't really make sense. You can say they should be worse, but literally unplayable is like, not a good thing, I don't think, right? Like, I think there's no reason that, like, Int Cupid, Int Medusa, not Int Medusa as much, but Int Cupid, Int Izanami, Int Kerninos, like, they're all just completely unplayable. Not even like, hey, they're bad. Like, they are just tossing the game, reportable, you know what I mean? And you're gonna feel terrible playing them, right? Hou Yi is another great example. Like, that's just not a good thing, you know what I mean? You can say that, hey, it's fine for one to be worse than the other. Of course, that's what meta is. But when one iteration is so unbelievably bad that it is literally, like, it may as well not exist, that's, I think, that's a different, you know, thing entirely. Do you like having no real insight heal in the game? No, definitely not. I think it's horrible, honestly. I've talked about it a ton, and I don't want to be, like, super negative about it, but it's really not good. What about Int Nem? See, that's like another example. Like, it just doesn't really work, you know? And a lot of that is because of how Strength and Int work on auto attacks, but even then, I mean, it's just like one of those things where, like, if I'm playing Int Nem, my 2 should do way more damage than if I'm building Strength Nem, and it just doesn't. And my auto attacks suck, you know?
On my way.
So I think int scaling on a lot of these hybrid characters just needs to be, not all of them, right? Like, there's characters that have decent int scalings, like Chalk. I think Amaterasu's is largely okay. Another example of a good one is like Danza and Neath, obviously those two. So there are characters. Aladdin's is okay, but does need a bit more love. But then you have other ones that, like, again, functionally, like, especially these hunters, they just don't work. Because it should be that, again, you can go them. Yeah, sure, it's fine for one to be better than the other, but, like, Neath's a great example. Int Neath is better than Strength Neath, but, like, you can go both, and you're really not unhappy if you go Strength Neath. They'll be fine. It's viable, you know what I mean? So like, yeah. Like that's, I think, ideally you have your scalings be like Neath, where like, yeah, there's a better version, but like they're both fine. Or even Danza. Like Danza's strength is fine, right? I prefer in Danza, but if you go strength Danza, especially nowadays with Polynerf, you're really like okay. Seriously. Can't believe he doesn't die there. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, it's whatever. Unlucky.
We can kill Sathena.
I took 600 from Lash, boys. Hate to see it. Damn it. It is a winning trade, but like, not really because of me.
I believe in you. Enemy spotted.
All good though. Good job. Go into Titan's Mid here. 3 for 2. You know, it's could be worse.
Cancel that. Be careful.
But why would hunters be int scalers? I feel like it ruins the identity of the god. Well, that's a fair point, you know what I mean? And not all of them are, right? So like Uller, for example, is only a strength scaler. Jingwei is only a strength scaler. Plenty of them are only one class. I think, you know, and it's the same for every class, right? Like there's Guardians that are only int scaling, and there's Guardians that are hybrid scaling, right? Like Cerberus is only int scaling, and that's part of why he's so bad, honestly. But then you have other characters, right? Like Artio, who are hybrid. So that is like, I don't want to say a different argument, but that's just like a different facet, and there's a fair point to that. But I think the idea is like you should have 4 potential variations of like realistic ADC builds. So let me try to like paint it for you. In Smite 1, there were ability-based iterations of Heimdall, ability-based iterations of Kernanos, ability-based iterations of Medusa, all characters that were like auto-attack gods who also had ability builds, but they weren't true ability gods like Marty or Uller or Amuzin Cobb, and their ability-based builds were garbage. Like, they were fun, but they didn't actually work, right? Because they just didn't do enough ability damage for the trade-off. So what the int scaling opportunities on characters like that, in theory, should give is that I have a way to play these hunters like a mage and have very little auto attack damage, but really make it up in magical, or excuse me, in ability damage, right? If I build a full strength build without attack speed, I will have a little bit less ability damage than the int build, but I'll have better auto attacks. And then if I build like crit, obviously I'm going to have super good auto attacks, not that good abilities. And if I build a balanced on-hit build, I'm going to have kind of a nice mixture of everything, but better auto attacks in general, right? So the idea is that you kind of get like 4 different avenues of an ADC build, rather than like what you see now, which is like there's just one meta build and that's kind of it most of the time. Sometimes there's 2 on a character, but yeah. So, again, you could say that that's not what you find preferable, you know what I mean? But like, I feel like if it exists, you can at least utilize it to make it work. Now, should a mage iteration of, like, should an int scaling Izanami be the best way to play her definitively? No, and I wouldn't say that'd be a good thing. But at the same time, like, Agni was unironically the best ADC in the game for a long period of time, and nothing got handled about that. So it's like, you know, obviously, like, if things are balanced with care, it'll be cool, and if they're not balanced with care, it won't be cool, regardless. Got him. Huge. Do a lot of freaking damage, don't we?
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Mage ADCs, yeah. Yeah.
On my way. Attack the gold fury. On my way.
So, I mean, to me, though, like, how do you change that? Well, it's kind of like a 2-layer issue. Number one, int items as a whole are just not very good. Like, strength items are so much better than int items across the board. It's, like, absurd. So that's probably the biggest issue, but the other thing is a lot of these hybrid scalers just have like weakish in scaling comparative to strength scaling, in that the in scaling is higher, but not by like enough to actually offset the losses, you know, of building it. So it's just a bit of a mess. Yeah, everyone's gonna get added at some point. I mean, I think it's, maybe I'm coping here, but I feel like because the Slavic Pantheon has 2 gods only, and they haven't added one yet, they will probably add Baba or Kurno next year, just one of them. Because I think like them completing the Pantheon, so to speak, in terms of like they all at least exist in the game, is kind of like important for them. That's why, like, to be honest, I would argue that Pele was not like a super cared about character by a lot of people, and you could have kind of said something similar about Pele. Now maybe it's just Baba and that's like just what it is, but you could have probably said something similar about Pele, but like she came into the game and, you know, she's only one of 2 Polynesian gods, right? So yeah, I would expect one of them to come in. I like Kurno, I like Baba. I put Baba in my top 10 because I think her stacking effect could be really cool with sewing 2 items, specifically, but Kurn's a cool god. And he was a tiny bit clunky in Smite 1, I felt like, so he would definitely just benefit from just being ported over.
Be careful.
Retreat!
Yeah, Vardia.
Attack.
I did a good job with her, though. Big damage. GG. Do a lot of freaking damage, don't we? I'm gonna try to get him.
GG's, guys.
GG.
GG.
So as you see, the damage on this, obviously, like, we're winning the game, but the damage on this pick really does, like, climb pretty big.
Victory.
To add Kratos as a character? Gosh, that'd be a tricky thing to do. I've actually been playing God of War recently. I just got it. It's freaking cool, dude. It's fun. I've really enjoyed it. 3-1. Sorry. Oops. No, I haven't. I'm playing the one before Ragnarok. I never played any of the games, so they're both on sale. I'm probably gonna get the second one because or it's not the second. I think it's the 5th one in this series because there were earlier games that came out, but I didn't play those. But yeah, have you found happiness in Smite 1? Yeah, sometimes. That was a fun video. Into triple stealth slop. My bad, dude. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever do. First of all, it's probably. I think Kilgan was talking about this. This is for skins, but it's really risky doing collabs because if they don't work, it's like shit. You know, we might have really axed ourselves here. And that's a issue as a company you have no matter how big you are, you know what I mean? So even at some point, it probably wouldn't be a great thing. Or like a thing that they would ever like actually look into. It would be cool, obviously, but you know. I wasn't a huge Lance guy either, honestly. What was the most profitable one? I think it was the VTuber one. I might be wrong though. It was either the VTuber or Avatar. It was probably Avatar, just if I were to guess, but I have no idea. I think they mostly did very well in general. But you have to also imagine that those two are probably their most expensive. So like, you know, there is a trade-off for that. But yeah, I'd imagine it was one of those two. Yeah, I have no clue. I mean, I really don't know. I'm just kind of guessing. They look to collab until full release. Yeah, I I uh I think that's probably fair. We just neath it up. I think so, folks. Hell yeah. Isn't Wukong completely dead? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which is great. I really don't mind it. I think Wukong's just kind of a sad character right now in general. Strength Wukong has kind of always sucked. But, man, he really just feels like he doesn't do much right now. Like, sometimes I'll see him and he does okay, but he's sort of like what he was in Smite 1 for swaths of time where he's just very, like, safe, but he's really unremarkable. And so you pick him to not get shit on, but you end up doing nothing in the process. That's sort of like Wukong in a nutshell right now. I think the thing is like Wukong in Smite 1 was hard carried generally by the fact that you could go these like Soul Eater builds. And Wukong was also really good into assassin solos generally. So if there was a Thor, a Tsukiyomi solo, a Bastet, a Cleo, Lance, Ratatasker, whatever, and you played Wukong, that was kind of like the pick to go, at least in season 10 and 11. And when that has not really translated in this game, like you only see Thor as like a consistent solo laner. Suki solo is not as good as it used to be in Smite 1, I don't think. It's different, but still think it's largely like not played that much. Uh, the point is you're not seeing a lot of assassin solo lane gaming because a lot of them aren't in the game. And when you see Thor, he's not like he was in Smite 1, so he'll do better into Wukong than he did in Smite 1. But I say all that to say, like, I don't think Wukong really has the matchups he had. But the biggest thing, again, was that, like, Wukong was supposed to be this kind of, like, more offensive warrior build-wise. And his strength scaling, because of how his passive works, or excuse me, how his +1s work, where he, like, does less damage when people are further away, just make this character garbage. I mean, his scaling is, like, not that good, even if it wasn't reduced, but it is reduced. So this character just sucks. Like, Strength Wukong is garbage. I can't stress how bad it is. I think they were kind of afraid of making Wukong like he was in Smite 1, which I kind of understand. But like, man, he is trash with strength. Like, he is so bad. Also, I mean, you know, sustain builds, like, they're good in this game right now, obviously. But I think Wukong had this advantage of being, like, a character who could go sustain builds and do it well when sustain builds weren't that good. And he was, like, one of the only gods who could actually do it. So there was, like, this imbalance that he created that, like, is not the case because everybody goes to sustain build and nobody actually cares, you know what I mean? If you can do one, because everyone can. So, like, him having it doesn't mean anything. They actually need more solos soon. Well, I don't think most of the characters are unplayable. I don't think it's nearly that bad. But I really do think, like, the assassin solo subclass is very rough. Fen solo is not a thing, I don't think. I think Loki Aspect's fine. In fact, we're actually going to play it this game. But this is like a... I mean, again, I'm not trying to take away from this, but this isn't the same as assassin solos. I think you can say pretty confidently that Hunbat's aspect was a flop. It's strong, but it's unplayable in solo and it's broken in jungle, so it's like, what the hell? How's Danza? A little bit weaker, but he's still okay. Oh man, they're just gonna lock in Bologna? Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, so the assassin solo like actual pool is just not really a thing. Pele aspect is dead. Susano solo stinks. Thana aspect sucks. You can play base Thana solo and just rely on like Dagger or Frenzy, but that doesn't work into like half decent players. Suki's fine, Thor's good, but yeah, you really just have these two gods as solo laners. You have no Bastet, no Cleo, no Lance. I really do think it's like quite under no rat obviously among others. It's very underbaked at the moment, which is unlucky. Am I gonna be playing OSL next season? Almost certainly, yeah, I would say. You know, this is gonna be my busiest semester of school ever, as I'm starting like my master's, so I don't really know what to expect, you know? But I also have a decent setup in terms of like course times. It's not that I wouldn't be able to make the sets, it's just what I actually want to. But I think I will. I'm like pretty sure I will. Do you think we'll ever get a PvE mode like the dungeons we got in Smite 1? No. But I think it could happen if, and mind you, like what I'm about to say, I realize is very outlandish, and I'm probably gonna sound very stupid because I don't know how this works. But I know some games, like within a controlled environment, allow their code to be like messed with and added on. Like for example, like modding communities in say Skyrim and Fallout and all kinds of shit like that. I think if they allowed something along those lines to be contained, maybe even on a separate client, something like that could happen, and people in the community would do it because our community is super passionate. But that I don't think that'll ever happen, like from high res. And if they don't allow that to happen, which again, mind you, I have a 0% belief that they would, it's not gonna happen. I don't want to play Loki, by the way, guys, anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it and I was like, "That God, I don't know. I don't know." Are you watching the Fallout show? You know, my uncle was telling me I should yesterday, so I haven't yet, but I think I will. You don't think people played that game mode much either? You know, they actually did. You'd be quite surprised. I remember at the time, like on YouTube, at least it was pretty like enjoyed, you know? I wasn't a YouTuber, but I remember seeing it on YouTube quite a lot, and people did like it. I mean, it was obviously like a side mode and stuff, but look, I think Hi-Rez has so many times in the past completely flubbed it by making these shitty games, or at least doing shitty decisions in different games that they should have never done. It should have always been Smite and Paladins at the time, and nothing else ever. But if they ever try to make another game, it really should just be like a fleshed out adventures of Smite and just like expand what they did with the thing and just like have that be that. You know what I mean? Thank you, Data, so much for the sub, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you. 8 months. What's up, goat? Thank you, Ortiz, as well, for the follow. How are you? Been going yogis a lot lately. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Like, whenever you build a health item, you're kind of just running the risk of not doing damage comparatively and having too much health, but it's not the worst thing in the world by any means. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't expect them. Well, I don't even think it's that necessarily because, like, they're doing quite okay right now, actually, which is great for all of us. But there's literally zero upside of like if you have something, and this pisses me off with companies, people in like music, people in art, people in like literally everything. They are successful in something or something is working, and they immediately say, "Let's branch out." It's such a dumb thing to do. Like Bethesda's such a great example of this. They have these series called Fallout and the Elder Scrolls that are doing really well and making them a lot of money, and they're like, guys, you know what? Let's make Starfield. It's like, yeah, okay, that was a really smart idea. Like, what are we even saying, man? Not really, Griffin, no. So, there's no reason to branch out and do different things for these, like, reasons. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just dumb. I feel like if you're good at something, you should stick to being good at that thing and keep being great at that, in my opinion. Maybe that's an unpopular take, but yeah. They said Starfield was for a creative break. Bro, I didn't. Maybe I'm wrong. This might be wrong. But didn't people like lose their jobs over Starfield? Or no? Maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe that's not the case. Thank you so much, Rose, for the sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Definitely agree, Diz. But I mean, look, like the past is the past. They're doing a good job now. Kilgoon obviously is the person who's kind of like leading things nowadays, and I think he's really done a pretty good job. So I'm quite I'm quite optimistic, honestly. Like within caution, but I'm quite optimistic about things right now. Bluestone on this god feels really good. You have a lot of ways. Oh my, I just got owned right there. Yeah, you actually farmed me. I completely fucked that up. I can't believe his. Oh, that's so grief. Whoops. Yeah. Tricky. You're supposed to win this lane early with your auto attacks because you just out auto him, but if he gets that on, you are cooked. I've sort of ruined my lane already. We can try to fix it this wave. We'll see. Okay, he fucked it. A little bit. We just shell there for a health trade. Get the double 3, or get the full 3, whatever. It's a Sunder down. I don't know what that was, but yeah, he was dead anyways, so it's fine. Alright, nice, we fixed it. Starfield, yeah, well, 6, but yeah. I know. Crazy, man. Yeah, I don't know what the hell creative break means. I gotta be honest, I think that's like the biggest pile of garbage of all time. I hate people who like enable that company to be like, guys, don't rush them. It's like, dude, like, what are you talking about? Don't rush them. That's such a dumb thing to say. Oh, don't rush them. Good things take time. What? What are we saying? That's ridiculous. Also, this guy's lane is completely over. And for
An ally has been slain.
don't rush them, dude. Yeah, yeah. Don't rush them. It's like, come on, man. Don't rush them. It's like, dude.
Your middle tower.
What are we saying? Don't rush. Yeah, if it's a year after, that's a completely different idea than it's like 11 years after. You know what I mean?
Your middle tower is under attack.
So yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't really get the idea of a creative break. I feel like actually it's so much better to at least lightly stay invested in that series, because let's say you worked on Skyrim, even if you're still there and you worked on Skyrim and Oblivion, let's say, bro, you're like probably like so out of funk going into Elder Scrolls 6 because you're just like not used to working on it, you know what I mean? Or like working even in that like sphere of like design, right? Because you had like procedural generation and Starfield. I know you had like crafted like cities and stuff, but again, it's so different that like you're just like gonna feel out of the loop. But if you were like quietly, you know, spending some time on it the whole time and kind of like doing both at once, Yeah, I mean, Starfield might have came out later, but that other game would have came out sooner, and you would stay fresh in it. You know what I mean? Fallout 5 coming out 2031. Well, when do you guys think Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna come out? I gotta be honest, I don't know, man. I think 2028 is the soonest it'll come out. But that's sad, man. Because I remember, like, it being, like, 2021, I think, or maybe 2020. And there was, like, an article that came out about, like, yeah, Elder Scrolls 6 will come out as early as 2024. And people were, like, freaking out about that. They're like, no way it's going to take that long. And it's like, we're about to be 2026, and there's just nothing. It took 8 years. Yeah. No, I mean, that's a fair point. But, like, they also, like... I don't know. I mean, Cyberpunk, correct me if I'm wrong, and I've been playing it. It's an incredible game. It's not part of a series that they teased a billion times, right? That they have, like, a ton of... You know what I mean? But the release did get fucked, yeah. It did end up working out, though. Like, nowadays, they've done a good job. Thank you so much, Duz, by the way. Have a wonderful one. Thank you, man. Thank you, Haven, as well, for the follow. Yeah, but saying don't rush because they're working on a game versus making a different game nobody wanted and then it flopping is not the same thing. Right? So, like, what the hell? Yeah, no, Fallout 5, though, that shit is actually cooked. Like, I'm saying 2032 for that minimum. That is a cooked release.
Enemies in the right jungle.
So, guys, I got a Horizon Forbidden West the other day. Gonna play through that at some point. I played the first game. What a great game, man. Horizon Zero Dawn, incredible. A really beautiful game. That's something I remember when I played it. I was like, wow, this just looks so good, you know? So I'm really excited to play the sequel. I'm not, again, usually one who's like a huge fan for the super futuristic stuff. But, man, like, when you make something good, you just make something good. Try. Kind of like an impossible hit, so I get it. And he booked it. He's missing a lot though for it, so it's fine. I'm really excited to buy the PS6 release. Yeah, me too.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, Fallout 76. Yeah, I never played it. I mean, look, I'll be honest, guys. I never really played the Fallout series. I've been meaning to because I know everybody loves it. The thing with Fallout that's tricky for me. So, when it comes to open world games, right? Like, if I really don't feel a huge like care for the you know concept, it's hard for me to want to play. And what I mean by that, Joey, Merry Christmas, is like, I don't, like, again, this is just me speaking out loud, personally. I don't really care about the idea of Fallout conceptually. I'm not saying it's a bad concept or something, but, like, when you go out into the world of, like, because I've played a tiny bit of Fallout 3, and it's just this, like, Badlands, dry, cracked earth mess. I don't know, man. It doesn't really, like, invigorate me, I guess I'll say. And I'm not saying they don't appropriately convey what they're trying to, which is a wasteland. But I'm saying I'm not personally that pulled by that. Okay? I hate the HUD of Fallout. That's a lot of what's made me not play. I completely hate the green aesthetic thingy. I love Borderlands though, that's the thing, but I think with Borderlands I love the art style, and that's what carries that game for me. Borderlands is incredible. And again, I'm not saying I gave Fallout a fair try, I'm not saying I won't play it or it's a bad game or something. I'm just saying for me, for an open world game, Fallout has been tough for me to want to get into because I'm just like not that invested into the concept. The difference though, like Metro, the Metro series I love and I think it's incredible in a lot of ways. It's actually quite similar in terms of concept where it's like, you know, post Fallout, whatever. But I think the difference is that Metro is like a guided open world. Is that even a term? It's a guided experience though, mostly. I know Exodus, if you played that, is a bit more like open, but it's generally a guided experience. And that presents itself really differently because that initial investment I don't actually have to make. It kind of comes to me, and as a result, like, I'm able to like find the enjoyment in the game, and then yeah, it's like all good. Again, I realize that's like I'm just speaking for myself. I realize that that's maybe a bit hard to follow, but yeah. You can change the HUD color. I just mean the whole like look of it all though. Like it's just like that. I hate how the health bars and the ammos are like these little green bars. I just can't stand it. I don't know. Again, I will play it, but like, yikes, man. There's a beginning and an end, exactly. And like, if I don't necessarily have enough initial interest, and the beginning is open-ended, in the sense of like, you know, it's not as guided, it might be kind of hard for me to care. Where, yeah, like other games, if they kind of, yeah, if they kind of just have a bit of, anything, it kind of, I guess it kind of guides you to potentially care. Again, but that's not saying like those games should change. It just means that like there's an audience for everybody, game-wise. And like a lot of what makes your game potentially memorable or bold or interesting is that there are things that on the surface can be a little bit alienating, and that's kind of required to make something actually like very enjoyable, I think, a lot of the times, because it's bold, right? And that, you know, is going to have that. So I'll give it a more detailed go at some point. Yeah, no, I totally agree, Brody. I totally agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. And that shit is sad. Another game I need to play, guys, is Red Dead Redemption 2. I have that shit sitting on my PC, and I've never played it.
The enemy team has destroyed
And like, I know that is like a huge mistake for me. You know? I know that's a huge mistake for me. I'm not a huge fan of like the Wild West in general, but like I can appreciate it, you know what I mean? It's not my favorite, but I can appreciate it. So I think I'll like it a good bit. I've taken enough history classes that I can appreciate it. And that's enough. By the way, like this game, our team is just getting blasted so hard I feel like I can't do anything. I realize I'm kind of just bot pathing, but like, what the hell do I even do? Movement. Oh, I don't even have ult. What am I doing? Holy moly, this game is over. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just like walking in and dying, but like, how do I fight? They're just so fed. Ay, ay, ay. Thank you so much, Froggy, by the way. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You are the best. Thank you, dude. Well, no, it's not even the music. I don't mind country music. I mean, cowboy music, I guess, is kind of country music as well. I don't mind country music, though. I just more so mean, like, the aesthetic and the everything with that timeline. It's just not really, like, super appealing to me. But, again, like, that doesn't mean, like, I won't enjoy it.
An ally has been slain.
I'm just saying, like, it's not, like, my 100% favorite setting. And if it was a different setting, I probably would have played it by now. But I'm still excited to play it. Again, I've heard literally nothing but great stuff from every single person I've heard who's played it, so I have pretty good expectations, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. Well, that was sort of the same thing with Cyberpunk. You know, I remember when Cyberpunk came out, and everyone was like, yo, this game is not good, boys. I was like, oh, that sucks. And then it was like a couple years later, they're like, yo, this game is good now. It's like, okay. And I've gotten around to playing it, and it's like, man, it is good. I've never played Elden Ring. I don't think I ever will. I do not think I'm built for those types of games. I want to play games and have fun. Those just make me annoyed. Yeah, this is just not going too well. Shit, what do we do? I can go like, I don't even know. I guess breastplate. Is anyone on my team typing? This guy's saying jungle diff. Oh, it is a raw jungle. I didn't notice that. I think we just got blasted, to be honest. That's really all there is to it. Not even so sure who's the culprit at the moment. I am getting an idea of who the culprits may be. Yeah, no. Elden Ring probably will stay not gotten for me. The challenge to it? Yeah, I get that. I do get that. Like, yeah, I don't know. I get the idea for sure.
Your middle tower is under attack.
That really sucks. I can't pop shell on my ult. I would have done it if I could. Man. Yeah, I would never do like one of those super PvP games though, like Ark or something. Because at that point, dude, that's not even like really PvP. That's just like, let me stay online all day and just like waste my life, to be honest. And like, if you really enjoy that, like, great. You might be like, ha, you're playing a MOBA, but I don't know, man. Like, that's, I gotta be honest, that shit just looks like a waste of time. I'm not trying to be mean if you enjoy that stuff, but I would never. Like, playing all day just to have everything be deleted because someone else just broke it while you were asleep is just psychotic, I think. That's why you're playing Smart now? Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm level 14 in a 17-minute game down 10k gold on Christmas Day. So, I guess I'm in no position, right? That is a fair point. Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. That is unbelievable. I'm sorry, but I am judging if someone's doing that. Ark's a cool game, though. I think with Ark, like, it always felt like the actual gameplay was a little clunky to me in the first one. I know the second one's being worked on. Do you guys agree with that? I always just felt like the gameplay was clunky. Like, not horrible, but just definitely clunky. And I don't really even know exactly what it was. I mean, a lot of it was just, like, frames and stuff. If I played now, you know, maybe I'd actually be able to run that shit, like, really well and it'd be sick. But it was more than just that as well. It's, yeah, janky is a good way to put it. Like, I feel like if it had better, and like, mind you, most open world-esque games have that to some extent, but I noticed the jankiness of Ark way more than I do of like a Skyrim or something, even though Skyrim is like kind of notorious for being like that. I don't mean in terms of like bugs or anything, but I just mean in terms of like gameplay feel, I guess. I don't really know what I'm saying specifically, or like alluding to specifically, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like how the combat felt in that game was kind of odd. And not really that rewarding comparatively to other games.
The enemy team has destroyed the Gold Fury. Down upon you. Bathe in the glow. The heat bears down upon
Did stun him. He's alive. Fuck. What the hell do I do, man? Let's ult. Sad. Wait, he's not dead. Oh no. We're kind of hitting them, it's just like, it doesn't matter. Fuck. Yeah, we're just so out of the game. Never surrender. Not even voting, man. I mean, what sort of sick joke is this, you know? Merry Christmas, King. How are you? Man. He just gave up. Oh, I'm sorry to hear it, man. That does really suck. Might be best to just take a little break. Stalker 2? It looks very cool. What are your thoughts on matchmaking recently? Well, I mean, look. Matchmaking is always going to be subjectively not fun. The thing is with the MOBA is, like, accurate ELO ratings are not very easy to do. So even if the system's working, like, perfectly, if someone has a bad game or a good game, they're going to play above or under their ELO score, or if they're in a matchup they're less familiar with or more familiar with, they're going to play above or under their ELO score. Or maybe they're going to miscom something or misclick a relic or, you know, something like that at the early game that affects the game, where they're just in a bad... Like, there is so much more variance in a game like Smite in terms of game-to-game performance than there is in other games, I would say. Like in MOBAs and specifically because of how much variance the actual games themselves have, that like ranked is never gonna actually feel good. People usually equate winning to ranked being good and losing to ranked being bad, when it's like realistically you can win and be in bad matchmaking because your team is just way too good, you know what I mean, in that game. But that doesn't actually mean it's uneven or even. And when you have in this game as well, like there's so many boosted players because of how ELO like can be in this game, and because the player's skill like gaps are really huge from top end to middle end to bottom end, it's just like a system that's doomed for failure, you know what I mean? I don't really think there's anything to be done about it. Players just need to get better, which requires like patience, and you know, from my end as like a content creator, doing the best I can in my videos to like give info to people who want to know things, and that's really all I can do, you know what I mean? Like, for me also, like, I'm #1 in ranked right now. I'm gonna have games like this that are just completely unplayable, and it is what it is, right? Like, that's, again, not a crazy thing to expect. So, yeah. And again, like, how do you actually get matchmaking to be better? This sounds like a roundabout answer, but it really is the truth. You introduce, like, pro play. at like a stable rate and amount. Because if high-end players are motivated to play and people have a motivation and desire to get better, that like impacts everybody like trickling, you know what I mean? And when that's not the case, the game is just like messy and people troll and people don't care, high-end players don't play, and then other people get inflated, and then, you know, high-end players aren't making actual like content on how to improve, they're just making like, you know, other game stuff or whatever, and it's just like a bad situation for everybody.
Your right Phoenix is under attack.
And then obviously the rank queues are going to suffer as well, indirectly from that all. So yeah. Thank you, Breach, for the follow. How are you? We'll see what they do next year. I don't know. We will see.
Double kill.
Definitely, Barman. I totally agree.
Killing spree. Your right Phoenix has been destroyed. Your right Phoenix is under attack. Bathe in the glow. Killing spree. Double kill. Shut down. Deicide.
I think the thing is, like, a ranked reset, unfortunately, is not going to do anything. Like, it will for a little bit, but the same thing will kind of just happen within a month's time. Like, again, I really think anything that's not just, like, more players coming into the game and a pro scene coming back will only, like, delay the issue or, like, slightly band-aid it. And it's not really anybody's fault, it's just kind of, like, the truth of the matter. Did I have a... I didn't Griffin, actually, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, no, I never did. Thank you, King, for the follow. Alright, guys, I know this stream is going very well, but I'm probably going to head off. I'm just a bit tired, and I did kind of have a bit of a longer day. Obviously, the stream has gone incredibly well, and I know you guys are, you know, the best, so thank you. I'm going to give a quick raid to somebody. We'll give one over to Seagull. He is an EU guy who's queuing ranked, and yeah, I'm going to give him a raid, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow. So have a wonderful one. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Christmas, and I will see you soon. Peace, peace. Have a good one. Bye, bye.